Give me the recap. Last time on Eldritch.
All right. Well, we killed this one tall ginger twice, and he just doesn't want to die. Then we got on the back of a giant ant, and then rode to the city, and then I don't know, talked to a priest.
Fantastic.
Something about no treasure.
Wait, is he actually a ginger?
Okay? You got treasure though. You got a sick ass set of armor.
Yeah, you did.
Something about no treasure that I can.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure you
treasure
can sell
box
it
with
if you
M.
want.
I'm sure you could make a pretty penny off that armor if you wanted to sell it. You
I'd
could-
like to live.
You could also sell Chucky, your new friend, into
I
slavery.
think that's the first time you've actually valued
Go for
life
it. He's
more than the
small
money.
though. He can't like lift anything or anything. What would he be good for?
I feel like if any really intricate objects need to be repaired, he'd be really good, like fixing clocks.
I just want
He
to kill
also
him.
like.
Wait, do they have clocks?
Someone does.
Nathan,
foreshadow?
in game, what time is it?
You do not have a clock, so you have no.
All right, hold on 1 sec. Someone's at my door.
Oh, okay.
Position of the sun.
It is bright outside, but
That narrows it down to 6 a.m. to like 6 p.m.
fantastic. Already using your senses. I'm so proud of all of you. The problem is, I'm in my house's storage room, and it has like all of these objects and toys from my childhood. So I'm just gonna be fiddling with things the whole evening of D&D, just playing and picking up things and setting things down, and oh jeez. Well, when Cameron comes back, I'll do a recap, and then we'll begin.
Are there any bonus bucks in that room?
Yeah, there are in fact.
How many?
I don't know. I'd have to check. I don't know exactly where they would be in this room. I know I always find them in this room whenever I go searching.
Well, I mean, they're the most valuable currency, so you should probably prioritize that.
Well, yeah, but they've really
Anything
their
goes
market
forever.
value has really devalued recently. I know.
Well,
I
ever
should be
since-
hustling
Ever since Franz flooded the market.
with bonus bucks.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
The situation has been dealt with.
Fantastic. Let's begin. Last time, you all escaped the dungeon, realizing that the so-called swoop gang had stolen all of Targ's treasure. They left behind Chucky or Chuck, or Chuckers, depending on what nickname you guys are using, to send a message to their old
It's
rival.
a regional opinion.
Yeah, it was Targ's ex-wife who leads it. As you left, you started to realize that because of having this item in your group's possession, that you are being hunted, you are being watched, and the first of your hunters was a reeve named Kandar. After a few lucky escapes, you guys managed to take a strider to Kiern, one of the bigger temples.
Hey, sorry. Someone's at my fucking door again.
No worries. And he never came back. And we never saw him again.
We don't need him.
We never heard of him again. Ever.
ASMR?
Hey guys, welcome to D&D ASMR. Today, I'm going to be Oh, I'm trying to find something I can do ASMR things with. Oh, Cameron's gonna have a fun surprise when he puts his headphones back on. I'm going to be rustling this blanket.
Russell.
Yeah, just to recap, Nathan's in his own storage room, rustling,
I'm going to be
surrounded by all his own.
playing with this cash register. I'm going to be folding these dollar bills.
Alright, I'm sorry. I literally had to beat someone out of my room.
You had to eat someone out of your room?
Beat.
Oh, beat. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay. Well, where were we? Ah, yes. Afterwards, you guys went to the temple and spoke with Priest Lothario, the person who sent some of you on your original journey where you met each other. He gave you some advice. One of the pieces of advice he gave you was that he did not know what the ring could do, but he knew someone who did. A depth groveler named Roland in the city of Tellus. Tel''Lus. It is a binary city, and it is far, far to the north. He offered to send you there, and he gave you all gifts, advice, and various things, but it's not my job to recall those. That is all of your jobs. Now, where we last left off. Everyone had split up to do various things. Sophia and Beatrix are temporarily out of the picture, doing other things. Right now, it is Ashton, Chuck, Nimue, and Mankar. Now, Mankar, you just left a meeting with Peter. Peter clapped you on the back, and wow, that was an incredible experiment. I don't know what you were doing, but the way your eyes were moving when you were sitting there, and it was like you really communicated with someone. I haven't seen anything like it.
Wait.
Talking to Nimue.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Nimue?
Sorry, one
Can
sec.
you hear me?
1 sec. I'll be right back. Sorry, 1 sec, guys.
Nimue! She's gone! I can't get through to her! Meanwhile...
Never seen again.
Yep, she's dead.
Well, the Reeve got to her. A tall ginger appears from behind a door. Okay. Well, let's cut around. So, Ashton, what are you and your new slave Chucky doing in this big beautiful city? You probably have never, in fact, I guarantee you've never seen a city this huge before. There must be 10,000 people living in this city. Are you back, Brink?
Oh yeah, sorry, my sister. I needed to have her find the key.
Oh, no worries. All right. Cut. Well, we're doing Annalise's scene now. We'll come back to you. What would Ashton be doing? You got Chucky perched on your shoulder. You're in your beautiful, like, kind of pale blue armor. What are you doing as you're looking at these huge crowds and buildings and merchants hawking their wares? What would your first priority be?
Looking for things to steal.
Great. There is a merchant selling fine jewels to young ladies as they pass by. Chucky kind of leans over to you. Hey, that guy might be a nice target, Ashton. You know, look at his stuff. Look at what he's carrying. Look at the craftsmanship. That's real fine, Ashton. Look, you know, we could buy. Forget the stupid rings. Forget the people with their crazy clothes and that guy with the weird guns. Look. Maybe we just rob this tiny little merchant cart. And then we go. What do you say?
That makes a lot of sense.
Great. Hey. You rob them, and I'll keep an eye out for guards.
Are there any around right now, actually?
Are you asking him or asking me?
You.
Okay.
Well, I guess I could ask him too. It's either
I
one.
don't see a guide at all. I think you're clear. DM note. It should be recalled that Chuck is wearing 2 eye patches.
Also, he's like 5 inches tall, so
Yeah, just to remind you of what resources you got on hand.
Wait, but didn't he smell how big Ashton was?
Hey, I got a real good sense of smell. I can really pick them out, you know? I can smell guards from 10 feet away.
I'll do an insight check for guards.
Yeah, give me a check. Just tell me what it is, like the usual.
16.
16. Yeah, this is a temple. There's a bunch of swordsmen around, just patrolling, talking with each other. There's a little trash talking. It looks like a couple of them are fighting over some girl.
Is she wearing like any of the jewelry from this particular stand?
Yeah, in fact, she's trying to get someone to buy something for her. It seems, and pouting and preening, and these 2 swordsmen are strutting and looking like they might about to do a challenge against each other, just to show off for this girl. Basically, she's not wearing any of the jewelry. She does have a very, very nice ring on.
I didn't think this far ahead.
Well, you gotta play it. That's the whole point of this game. What's our game plan? What are we going on, bud? Come on, give it to me. Give me the juice, give me the details.
I guess, oh jeez.
Ashton has an existential crisis in the
Just watch,
courtyard.
I guess. See if they actually.
Alright, so you're hanging out. Let's cut back to Nimue. So Peter is talking to you. That was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I mean, there was nothing like that. It was like you were in a different place, a different plane. He's furiously scribbling notes as he's talking to you about this.
Yeah, it'd be amazing if the other guy wasn't so rude.
So you did connect with someone. Tell me everything.
Maybe for another time, Peter. I gotta work some stuff out of my head.
Anyway, come on, don't keep secrets from me. We're old friends. Please. This is my life's
Peter-
work, magical artifacts like this. You've got to give me something.
Okay, I'll give you something, but first, I've received a gift from the priest. This coat I'm wearing. Can you tell me anything about that?
I've only seen it
expert
in
in
our
magic.
archives. May I touch it?
Sure. I like. Doesn't have an arm in it.
Ah, fantastic. By the goddess herself. This material is incredible. Let me see here. I don't know how much there is I can tell of it. This cloak is not... Whereas some magical enchantments seem to be very specific, as in they light things on fire, or they stop things from being on fire, or they protect you, or some things are given things called charms, whereas they don't necessarily have one specific ability. This is a charmed cloak. It has a magical aura around it that will assist you in various things. It's more of a soft help than a hard rule that will help you each time. It could deflect things, it could stop you from falling. It's hard to tell. Charms are very inscrutable and we don't know much about them. It could help you hide if you were in shadows already, but that I'm not quite clear on that.
Looks like I have some testing to do, but
I believe
that'd
so.
probably be for
I
the
believe
road.
so, but it is a beautiful cloak, finely crafted.
Well, I guess the deal's a deal. Do you know what a warlock is? The legend.
I mean, a warlock was an incredibly powerful mage. I mean, they were the equivalent of multiple legions of Reeves. They were incredible powers. unlimited magic, destroying and creating new entire landscapes. Armies and monsters fell before their might, and I mean, the stories about them
Well,
are unbelievable, frankly.
well, I'm not quite sure what I am communicating with. I believe
You
it's the
seem to
warlocks.
think you might be communicating with the warlock. He like looks around as you guys are still. You're in a private space, but you're in like one of the temple compounds. You mean to think that you could be communicating with a warlock?
I'm not completely sure about that yet, Peter, but I'll definitely keep you well informed. I'll probably
Are
have to
you
do this.
mad, Nimue? These are powerful things. If that is
Listen,
a
I've
warlock, he
talked-
could split your skull with a thought.
I'm very well aware of that. I've met him. And it's
You
probably
met
something-
him?
Listen,
I
Peter, I
simply
talked
have
to the
to go
head.
with you, Nimue, and this isn't a request. I won't be taken for a fool any longer. You're dealing with things you don't understand. You have to take me with you. I'll pack immediately.
Peter, I won't, you're more than welcome to come. Just know that we're going someplace dangerous, and, how well are you with a sword again?
A sword? I've read
A
all
sword.
about them.
Welcome aboard, Peter.
I'll pack right away. Where should I meet you and your compatriots?
I'll have everybody meet at my apartment.
Of
I'll
course.
try looking for my compatriots in the meantime. Bring everything you can, everything of importance, and that doesn't mean books, Peter. That like weapons.
Books are very important, but sacred, of course. I'll bring all the weapons I can find. Okay, cheerio. I'll be with you in a moment. I hope your companions aren't getting into trouble. I'm sure
Oh,
they
no,
wouldn't do
they're-
that. They seem
no.
like the nicest
Oh, my-
sort.
Ashton and Mancart is just the nicest guy on the planet. He wouldn't be. They wouldn't be doing something.
Camera does a hard cut to Mankar sneaking through sewers to break into a rich man's house to steal a precious artifact. Alright, man. So, we're in the sewers. We're going to break into this rich prick's house and steal that fancy refuse rifle he's got going on. You don't have any more
Right,
qualms about this shit, do you?
Of course not.
Fantastic. Lucky that prick doesn't know what he's doing with it anyways. He just has it there like it's some fancy schmancy sculpture when it could be shattering skulls at Mach 3. Now,
I like the sound of that.
I do too, mate. You know, I think we might be birds of a feather, you and I. But I prefer not to kill random guardsmen unless we really have to. So if they look easy, knock 'em out, will you?
I don't know if I can do that with electricity, mate.
I mean, don't stress about it, mate. But alright, just lower the shock a wee bit. That should be fine. That'll ease my conscience.
Right.
Just pretend to make me feel better. Alright. So the sewer it's a sewer. It's a video game sewer. But you guys have traveled through it basically before, while other things have been going on, and you've just popped open a grate like underneath the mansion that you were looking at previously. You are now inside like the basement of the mansion, and both you and Horace close the gate behind you. Alright, Mankar, you're a team leader. What's the next step?
What does the room around me look like?
It's basically like a trash room. It's full of junk and stuff to be poured in the sewers. This whole basement is probably like the servants' quarters. And right now you're in
Okay.
like the junk room.
Well, where's the doors?
They're directly in front of you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask Ori. Right, mate. Are we trying to do a sneaky approach or in and out quick?
I think I'll let you decide. You get the sense that he's testing you a bit for something, but he wants to see he's purposely being blank. He wants to see how you're gonna handle this.
Right, mate. Well, here we go. So I'm going to just throw open the door.
Okay. There's like 3 servants just sitting there talking. Yeah, and then he like yelled at me. I mean, I just put the napkin in the wrong spot. Oh my god! Yeah, all 3 of them. All of them look terrified.
Okay. Right. None of you move.
Okay.
Listen up.
Yeah.
Do you like your master or no?
I mean, he's okay. I mean, he's kind of annoying, but he's not evil. I mean, we don't think much of him, but he doesn't pay us very much.
Right. Well, how would you like to get back at him with some good old fun?
The guy who was talking and the other young guy both like look really excited and kind of get devilish grin on their faces. The older one, who is kind of graying hair, looks horrified. Master Bernard, he's never done anything but treat me well. I don't think we need to get back at him. Who are you, rapscallion, anyways?
Right. Look, old man. I'm not gonna.
I'm 32. Distressful.
Well, yes, you look beyond your years. So, here's the deal. You stay down here and keep your mouth quiet, alright? I'm sure there's a bit of coin in it for you.
I would never take a bribe for my entire purpose is to be here for my master. You could possibly... All the kolos in the world could not... Nothing more than 40 kolos could make me be quiet.
Right, mate. Well, you see, I don't know what a kolos is.
Oh.
So, how about I give you something cool?
Like a pension?
No, like this. I'm gonna give him a flare.
This is a candle, sir. I am not one for
No, it's not.
meditation.
Look, should your master ever treat you poorly again, just walk outside and strike this candle, and the one goddess will be drawn to its bright flare.
Charisma check with disadvantage.
Alright. My charisma's also -4, so
Have fun.
that's gonna be a -2.
Ooh, spicy. You're putting me on. I think I'm going to go call the swordsman. He like walks off at the slowest pace of all time.
Right, do you two like him?
He's kind of an ass.
Alright, I'm going to try... I'm going to use the dull side of my halberd to try to knock him out.
Strength check. Too hot. You'll knock him out. This is a control check. So if you roll too low, you're just going to kill him. What'd you
He
get?
did. 3.
So as he's walking away, you're like, you don't like him, right? And they're like, yeah, he's kind of an ass. And you just bury the halberd in his skull. He just drops, just gurgling. He like weakly tries to light the candle, the quote unquote.
Give me that back. Yeah, I'm taking that flare back from him.
Okay, now this roll is going to change the entire rest of the campaign. High is good, low is bad.
Oh my goodness.
This is the reaction of the 2 servants standing next to you.
Oh no.
No!
There's been a murder! Someone get the guards! And they
Shut
start
up,
punching
mate!
away. They're gone.
Alright,
And you
well...
hear rustling from upstairs.
Ori, why don't you fucking shoot him?
Well, innocent civilians, I can't shoot them. I haven't done anything. You
Right,
just
mate.
halberded
Well-
an old man. What are you doing?
I live by the means. High risk, high reward, alright?
Right? You just killed an old guy.
So, guess what I'm gonna do?
They're almost long gone.
I'm going to put the old man's clothes on.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Are they super bloody? Because I
That's
hit
what
him in the
we're
head.
about
So
to find out. So high is less bloody, whereas low is bloodier. There's a little blood.
okay.
Maybe you had a bloody nose. Or
So
you look around and Horace is gone. You just hear a voice like,
great.
"Oh,
Of course he is.
just figure it out. If you need help, I'll be around.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
keeping
I'm
an
sure you
eye
will.
on you. Come on,
Okay.
get in
So I'm dressed
cosplay."
in these bloody servant's
Okay.
clothes, right?
Yeah. So there is a now. Annalisa, give me a random height. Just tell me a height right now.
5'3".
How tall is Mankar, Cameron?
6'1".
Okay, so you are stuffed in these very, very tight, small old man servant clothing, while the naked old man's body lies to your side.
Okay, well I'm gonna
You're
take
holding a
that.
bloody halberd.
I'm gonna take that and run back with all my gear into the trash room.
Okay, you're in the trash room. You hear people like moving around.
Outside.
Upstairs.
Okay. I'm going to throw the old man's body into the sewers,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna stash my gear like behind a barrel of
Alright.
sludge or
As
something.
soon
I don't
as
know.
you like put it behind the barrel, you just see it disappear, and you hear, "I'll keep an eye on it. Don't worry.
Right, thanks, mate.
No problem. Try not to get killed."
Okay, so I am going to go back outside and see if anybody's in these hallways.
Like 3 swordsmen rush in, blades out. I don't know what role this is for you to act like an. Actually, I know what it is. I want to hear what you say as they come into the hallway. So like 3 swordsmen rush into the hallway. You're there wearing like slightly tight clothing. It's a little small on you. But you're there. I'm assuming you've like wiped at the bloodstains or have hidden them. They weren't that bad.
No.
So
What I actually forgot to say I was gonna do was take blood from the old man and like put it on my forehead or something.
okay, so yeah, you have blood smeared over your face. The
Yeah.
swordsmen run into the room and they look pretty baffled.
Oh, hurry! They went into the sewers. I tried to stop them, but they got me.
Oh my gosh. So, I'm gonna do a roll.
Uh-oh.
High is better, low is worse. Actually, and this is rolling for their perception, so you want it to be as low as possible.
Don't say that, because now it's gonna be. Oh,
all right.
nice.
We'll escort you upstairs to the medic. Quickly, get in that sewer! 2 of the swordsmen rush through the door, swords out, and like hop down into the sewer. I'll get you to a medic. Come this way, civilian.
Thank you.
Describe the assailant to me. Where are you wounded? You're like walking.
Oh.
As you're walking up the stairs out of the servants' quarters, like a bunch of swordsmen rushed past you.
It was the old man. I never saw it coming. I thought he was so loyal, but he just started speaking about betraying the master and stealing his goods. I don't know what got into him, but I told him it was wrong and he just attacked us.
The 2 servants said that the old man was just killed. You mean Butler?
No,
Butler?
the old man tried to kill me.
You mean Butler?
They must have been in shock. If that was his name, yes. I'm new here.
Ooh, charisma check.
Yay.
We have had a lot of
5.
new servants. 5?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I
Let's
get for
check you out.
having -4.
Let's check this out with the head servant, if you don't mind. Please, come this way, Mr.
Oh. Mr. Carr.
Mr. Carr. Oh man, Carr, this is a
servant
real
Carr, sir.
problem. Servant Carr. Well, it's good to hear some humility. I'm sorry that this is. Sorry this has all happened. I know that
I'm
Butler
just
was a dear
sorry.
friend to everyone.
I'm just sorry that I wasn't able to stop him before he got away.
As you walk up onto like the main hall. And there's swordsmen rushing around, and there is the lord, the like aristocrat of this household. And he's in there like wearing his fancy silks and stuff, and he's looking around and what is going on here? What is all of this commotion about? Swordsman Falfar, explain
Where's
yourself.
the gun?
Is
the gun on like a pedestal somewhere?
Yeah, it's on a pedestal. It's like, imagine a huge grand stairway that like goes up from this big main room with carpets, and there's all in this room at the foot of the grand stairway. There's paintings and exhibits and all these rare items. One of these things is the gun. Swordsman
So it's like
Falfar,
amongst
explain
a bunch
yourself.
of other stuff, right?
The swordsman escorting you like, well, I have this servant to present to you, Lord. He saw that Butler has been murdered. Please tell
No.
your story to the Lord.
No, sir, that's not it. It's Butler tried to murder me. He spoke of betrayal. I thought he was so loyal to you. And when I confronted him, he attacked me and ran
Butler has
off.
been a loyal member of my household for decades. He raised me as a child.
Yes, sire. That's why I was so confused. I don't know what got into
here
him.
Before.
I am a new servant, Servant Carr, my lord.
Servant Carr? I do have a lot of servants. Well, that's not what the other servants said. They said that a strange person, about 6'2", with a lot of with a fishing pole and a halberd, murdered Butler, my loyal childhood friend. Was it you? You do match that description.
My lord, I'm sorry if I may resemble, but I have no such fishing pole or halberd that they speak. They may have been in shock, my lord.
So to speak.
Servant Carr only wishes to serve.
That is very good. That is very good. Well, I would ask who hired you, but the person who hires my servants is Butler, my dead childhood friend. He leans over on Swordsman Falfar, who's standing there quite stoically. Judo, I was quite fond of him. But either he's dead or he's betrayed me, or both. Servant Carr, who can I look to in these times of struggle?
My lord, I think it'd be best if you were to consult the scriptures. The holy goddess always has answers for all of us.
I can't read, you know that.
Servant Carr's new. He doesn't know you can't read, my lord.
All the other servants like, shh, don't mention that.
My lord, perhaps some time at the temple would do you well in such trying times as these. But I am but a mere servant.
No, Servant Carr. You have come to me. You are the next Butler. What is your last name, Carr? Tell me. What is your last name?
It is Man, my lord. My name is Carr Man.
Butler Man.
My lord, servant man.
No longer. I feel it in you. You're different. You're the next Butler. Butler Man, come with me.
Oh my god.
The other two servants who saw you like run into the room, and they like start pointing and like, that's him, that's the murderer, and like the whole and the Lord like turns around, his face like red with fury.
Who's he turning around at?
How dare you speak ill of my new butler! Swordsman! Escort them to the jail! Butler man,
Hell yeah.
truly, in this time of need, you have come to me like a blessing from the goddess herself. I cannot thank you enough for this. Take an old man to the temple if you can.
Yes,
Come
my
with
lord.
me.
First, may I attend to my household
No,
when we
butler man,
return?
come with me. I have much to tell you. So much has
My
been on my
lord.
mind, and Butler was so busy before his untimely death.
Of course, my lord. May I recommend the sewers be guarded by all of your best men to ensure that this traitor does not come
Swordsman
back.
Falfar, make it so. Now, Butler man, my new
And then I'm gonna
childhood
go.
friend.
Excuse me. Allergies.
It is quite all right. Come with me.
If that wasn't clear, Nathan, that was a hint to Ori.
Oh no, I know. He's just watching at this point.
Okay.
You'll have to get. Oh, you've gotten this far. Let's cut back to Ashton. I hope you put a little thought into what you were gonna do.
Yeah, so would any of the swordsmen and stuff from wherever I am have gone to the fancy rich guy's place to check out that?
Oh yeah. A bunch of swordsmen have run that way.
Heck yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna knock out the merchant and
I
take
mean-
the whole.
Straightforward.
There is still like a swordsman at least. Like let me do a roll to see how many swordsmen are in this room. Okay, this is how many swordsmen are in there's 4 swordsmen still in this courtyard. 2 of them are the ones that are fighting over the girl. One of them is standing by the cart, and one of them is just asleep on the ground.
Okay, I'll make a bet with the guy running the car. Does he seem interested at all in like the guys who are trying to fight?
My big friend, do you know what you need on those spikes of yours? Jewels and gold, yes. Yes, that is a fine suit of armor that you carry. I'd be interested in bartering.
You know,
Oh,
I
you're a
really
man
like
of
this
few
armor.
words, my friend. A man of few words, as I always say. But I would be interested in bartering. Or if you need a pretty ring for a lady, yes, I could get you one of those. Hey, take the pretty ring and then fucking stab him.
Idea. No,
Come on, you
like,
gotta
hey,
have
how
it.
much you want to bet that these two guys are gonna fight, or who do you think's gonna win?
Oh,
I'm going on the one with the
well,
right.
I'm not a betting man, but if I were to bet, I would bet 10 colos on the one on the left.
I'm gonna go 20 with the one.
20? Well, an interesting bet. I'll bet 20 as well, the one on the left.
Yeah, 30 on the one on the right.
Oh, 30
I don't
on the
like
one on the
how-
left.
How confident you are.
I'm very confident, 40 on the one on the left. I'm not very competitive, I'm not insecure.
50 on the one on the right.
200 on the one on the left.
And knock him out and take the car.
Give me a strength check.
The 15.
That's a 9. Alright. So. um, yeah, this guy is a pushover. If you didn't get my little joke already, yeah, he is like holding out Kolos in his hand for the bet, and you just punch him in the face. The swordsman, like standing at the cart, like draws his hand, puts his hand on his sword. Now, civilian, calm down. We don't want to make a mess
Took
of
my
things.
money.
What?
He took my money. See all that in his hand?
I
That
was standing
took it from
2 feet away when you had this conversation. Maybe you didn't understand the description of this scene, but that's okay. Because here we are. Now, put down your weapon, or this will get messy.
Hmm.
Fucking stab him.
I'd love
Have,
to.
have Chucky crawl up his underwear.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a great idea, actually.
Are you coordinated strike with Chucky?
Wombo combo.
Oh yeah, wombo combo. Okay, yeah, you put down the mace and the swords, and like puts his hand on the swords and whistles to his friends. Hey, we've got a bit of a problem over here. Leave Marina alone, will you? Jesus Christ. The other two swordsmen like see that the merchant is like unconscious, nose bleeding on the floor, and they rush over, hands on their swords. Like the girl goes, "Oh my God, what happened? Is he gonna be okay?" There's three swordsmen standing there. Chucky has crawled. Now all swordsmen wear like a skirt, like a kama, which hides like foot movements. It also in this case hides Chucky, who has crawled beneath the skirt of the swordsman nearest to the cart. Now, you're going to come quietly with us, says the swordsman who's been at the cart. We're going to take you up to the temple, and we're going to let the Reeve decide what to do with people like you. Kieran doesn't need... What's that? Oh my... Ah! And he like drops to the ground, like slapping at himself. You hear like someone screaming in a New York accent, muffled by clothing, like, "Yeah, good God, hey, oh fucking, just like screaming at him. The other two swordsmen are like looking at him as it just seems like he just doubled over from nothing and is like trying to grab something. And they draw swords and put them at your neck. What devilry have you cast upon him, warlock?
Nothing I can't do to you if you don't let me go.
Oh, charisma advantage check.
That's a 20.
It's a jeez.
Just kidding. That is a what is it? 19 minus 5.
14.
14.
14. Alright. Oh my gosh. What is this episode?
Man, I thought my -4 was bad.
So yeah, you yell at... Okay, well I'm gonna do my roll. 14 has to beat this.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. They look uncertain, but kind of take a wary step back, looking around. You might be able to stop us, but if the Reeve gets here, you won't like it at all. As this is happening, some onlookers have definitely started to gather around this scene. Nimue, as you're like walking back to your apartment, you stumble across this and you're like, wow, what's going on? The swordsman, there's a man on the ground screaming and, oh my gosh, there's two, and then you see Ashton.
Oh
And
God.
suddenly it all makes
Peter.
sense. A bunch of
Peter
other
was-
swordsmen are arriving, and they're not attacking you, Ashton, but they're all drawing blades and surrounding you. There must be 10 or more.
That's not great.
The
Nimoy's
guy
got
on the
her,
ground is still like, get it off me!
Oh wait, can I rush? Can I like kind of put my hands up and like motion to the swordsman? Like I can hit the guy on the ground.
Two of them like move over to you. If you can, this thing in the blue armor has cursed him.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to him, and I'm gonna kind of like whisper into the shit, and like kind of like in a mocking tone, so like the stone guy knows to. I cast this demon in the goddess's name from the body, and I'll like do like a like over the top motion of like hand flurries, and then put my hands on his chest.
Yeah, you
Dispel,
fucking-
demon, dispel.
Fucking alright, you better pay me for this. Chucky just like, as you're waving your hands, like into the folds of your new cloak, Chucky just like climbs in and hides himself at a pocket. Yeah, as you stand back, like the guy's there on the floor, he's got like all these little like cuts from a tiny little sword all over him, like 1,000 paper cuts, and he's just there like, it's gone, the demon is gone. You saved me.
I'm gonna like, don't mention it. Just keep up the good work. I'll do like just, and now I'll turn to And you, devil worshipper, I'll take you into myself to the priesthood.
You gotta catch me first.
Oh no.
And she's missed the cue.
Oh wait, can I go over it? Can I? I'll like go over it and try to fake knock you out, and you just kind of fall down to the ground.
And as I fall, can I like steal some stuff from the car?
What is
Like,
this?
knock it over or something?
Oh my gosh.
I'll like
Emily,
go over with my like my only arm, and I'll be like, I am the right fist of the goddess, and they'll like fake punch or I'll real punch him because I won't hurt him, and
yeah.
I'll kind of like motion like go down.
Okay, I'm trying to figure this out as a
The
DM.
most dramatic fall.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay, so is Ashton going along with this?
Yeah, as long as my hand gets close enough to the.
Give me a dexterity check, Annalisa.
You're gonna get punched in the face and like fall forward onto the guard.
That's an
Yeah.
18.
18, bam. So you like fall on top of the 200 kolos the merchant was holding, and you just put that into your like the whole crowd. Brink, give me a charisma check. I'm like performance of this whole scene.
Oh, does my cloak give me any help?
Can
it be like a- Because I have -5 charisma.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
Relatable.
That's a -1.
Whoa.
This is bad that me with
Jeez,
-4 has the best charisma.
Guys, what is going on today? So yeah, you like walk towards Ashton, and like as you raise your fist, Ashton just like does this really obvious fall down and like is scrambling to grab as much colas as possible.
Oh
You cannot fake the knockout.
Yeah.
Sir, criminal. If you're gonna fake a knockout,
No,
you should
no,
allow
but
me to hit you
That
first.
that charisma, like that no one's buying this scene. Moving through the crowd, everyone like hushes, as like there's an older man, kind of gray hair. He's lean and pretty small actually, maybe 5'4". Very lean, gaunt, with a gray ponytail. He is Reeve Lothier. What's all this trouble all about? What's going on?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Reeve. Lord Reeve. My friend here, he's just an idiot. He loses his mind when money's involved. And from what I understand, things probably just spiraled out of control the second he saw more than 10 colas on the ground.
An honest answer, and it is appreciated. Never lie to a Reeve. Never lie to a Reeve.
And if I
What
may
is
follow
your
up,
name? What is the name of your companion?
I'm Nimue, and this is Ashton.
Ashton, stand up.
Alrighty.
Give back the 200 kolos you moved from the ground, along with another 50 to pay for the medical fees of the merchant you knocked out. That's
Why'd
an
you-
order.
Okay.
Wait. Why'd you knock out the mission?
Nimue, be silent. Now,
Okay.
I understand that you have some friends up in the temple, and because of them, this is all that I will do. The next time one of you damages a citizen of my city, you'll lose at least a hand. Now,
no. Let's hope he doesn't find out about what I did.
disperse. And the whole crowd just moves out of the way. Lothier is like looking at you, Nimue. I believe we need to speak.
I think that is a wise decision.
Why don't you bring your big friend with you? Seems like he
All
might
right.
cause less trouble.
No, Ashton, thank the nice man for getting you out of this.
No word from Ashton. Ashton says nothing. Okay.
Like a thumbs up or something. I don't.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thumbs up. The girl that the swordsmen were fighting over, She like moves over to your side. She's like, "Oh God, that was real scary. You almost got captured." Got him. Are you all right? You look so
Fine.
incredibly brave standing up to the reeve like that. Oh God. Look, darling. If you ever need any help, call on Miranda. She like pats you on the back and winks at you and then leaves. Oh Jesus. What a fun session.
Okay.
Alright. Mankar.
Yes.
You are in the old butler's outfit. With kind of the lord who's there with his cane. He is leaning heavily on his cane, but also leaning on you. He's clearly had some like sort of wound in his life. He's for all of his talking and blathering, he's a fairly young guy. Kind of hair's thinning, and he's obviously dyed it to be as black, but reasonably young. Yeah, he's wearing very fine clothes. He's wearing like a nice long dagger at his hip, but obviously more ceremonial than use. But reasonably like in shape, although he's really has some real bad wound in his leg. And he wants to walk with you up to the temple.
Okay. So right as we leave his house, I'm gonna say, "My lord, I just realized my drab is awfully dirty. I believe I should wash up and change my outfit before we enter such a holy, sacred place such as."
I think you might be wise, butler man. Go to your new quarters, to the old butler's quarters, and we will get something outfitted for you.
Thank you, my lord. I shall return promptly.
Find your way around. All other servants will be at your bequest, of course.
Okay. So, I'm gonna enter back in the house. Does the lord follow me?
No, he's like waiting outside. Look over there, the reeve is
Okay.
out there with some fellow in blue armor.
Oh
Yeah, what are
my.
you doing? There's swordsmen and servants rushing about. Everyone's kind of looking at you. A lot
Alright,
of the
so-
servants mainly. The swordsmen are just this is just lord politics, but the servants are like, I've never seen this person before, and suddenly the lord like really likes him.
Yes. All right. Let's
Also,
consider this real
Cameron,
quick.
considering this and the goblin scene, add aspect cult personality, please.
Okay. Cult
This seems to keep happening. And
personality.
again, you can call on that if you want to.
Okay. This is very interesting because now I have conflicting aspects. Because spreading of technology and a weird scientist are my devotion and primary. But morals are friends and family. This guy just made me part of his family. So,
You'll have to make a decision.
yeah. All right. I'm going to go back into the house and I'm going to say, right, come here. And I'm going to call over a servant that I.
It's
Or-
like a 15-year-old kid. Ah, yes, butler man.
Good lad, point me to the butler's quarters. I'm new
Yes.
to this position.
Of course, this way. And he just starts taking you down the hallways. He's clearly like really nervous.
Okay. So, we get to the quarters.
Yeah, you
Also-
arrive there. They're quite nice.
Do we pass by the rifle slash
Yes.
missing rifle?
It's right next to the stairs. It has not been touched.
Okay. Where's the butler's quarters in comparison to the stairs?
Like a 20-minute walk away. Not 20 minutes, sorry. 20-minute walk. It's like
Oh,
it's a
boy.
few feet away. I mean, it's a few doors down on the second story.
Okay. Is it like in a prominent position, or is it kind of just amongst all the other relics?
It's amongst all the other relics.
All right. Okay, well, I'm gonna go in the butler's quarters and try to find an outfit that fits me, preferably like a tuxedo or something.
Okay. Yeah, a tailor comes by and really lets out a couple of the seams, and yeah, you're in a very nice looking tuxedo.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
There is
wash.
also some items on the butler's desk that you do notice. First of all, although you don't know what Kolos is, you can probably pick out what currency looks like. And there's a good stack of 50 or so Kolos on the table.
So should I add 50 kolos?
If you want to take it. There's also a
Yes, I do.
very fine dagger. And then about, I would say, 7 or so pictures of like
Butler.
oh yeah, well, of Butler and Butler with Lord Addleton, which is his name, and they're like from little kids like in the pool together, and they're like finger painting, and like they're both getting married, and then they're both at their wives' funerals, and it's a whole thing. And it's just, Butler with his 16 kids and how he looks like such a happy father, and how
Everybody has 16 kids. Jeez.
yeah, I know. Well, it's a very fertile place, Etos. Anyways, yeah, it just makes you realize
Okay.
that now that you've killed him, you've really left, a legacy behind.
Whatever. He shouldn't have snitched,
Yeah, snitches get axed in the head with a halberd, the famous saying. What are you
Arguably, you
doing?
could need stitches for that.
That's true. You'll need a lot of stitches. Stitches in heaven.
How do you spell kolos?
Kolloss. Kolos. Is there
Okay.
anything else you'll be needing?
Yes, good lad. Give me a brief explanation as to all of the relics in the halls. I've never seen quite such a collection as this.
Oh, well, and then he starts going into it. A lot of it is like semi-valuable relics, things that light up or glow or heat up or are of strange design. Someone who has a technical who has a technical background, you can see some of these are like gears. None of them are of really interest besides the refuse rifle and one other item of which neither you nor anyone in the house is sure of what it is. It is a perfectly it is like a perfect black cube about like each side I would say is 1 inch by 1 inch. It has different glyphs on each side of it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's like a 6-side, a cube with different glyphs. No one knows what that does.
Have you ever seen it used, boy?
No, we're not allowed to touch any of the relics. I heard that
Yes.
Mr. Graves gets to clean them, but
Very well.
is
Well,
there
I will
anything
have
else you need,
to
Butler Man?
discuss. No, that will be all for now, boy. Thank you for your help. Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted. Okay.
So-
So what are you doing?
For now, I'm gonna go back out and walk with Lord Addleton.
Alright. Yeah. So you are outside the manor and Addleton is walking with you. So, Butler Man, how long have you been in my employ?
Well, to be honest, not too long, but a few fortnights.
Ah, so you're quite new then. I don't know why I didn't see you. You have a peculiar look about you. You don't look like a servant. You look like a man of the world.
Well, my lord, I've done some traveling in my youthful years. I actually relocated from the city of... What the hell?
Ah, what the hell?
No, you
Never
saw the
been
chat, right?
No. What
Yeah,
happened?
that's what I said with hell too.
Oh. Thanks, Annalisa.
Okay. Yeah, I relocated from the city of Tellus. It's where my childhood was spent, groveling in the depths,
I've
if
only
you will.
heard of Tellus. You're a depth groveler then.
You could say
You are
so.
wearing sunglasses, so I suppose I should have suspected.
Yes, my lord, the sun is awfully bright, but I wish to leave that life behind me and pursue more noble causes, such as serving a lord so powerful and honorable as yourself.
Ah, you flatter me, butler man. Look, I really have a strange feeling like I can confide in you, even though we've only known each other for a very short period of time.
Well, my lord, I know you intimately as I was scrubbing the trash room, and
Ah,
all the refuse goes through
trash
there.
room. I remember that place. That's not true, I've never been there. For servants, I suppose. Now,
Yes,
look.
of course, my lord.
Well, my estate is falling apart. I have no heir. After my wife died, there's nothing left. I have no one to give everything to, and my money and my estate and all my grand relics, and truly the House of Addleton dies with me.
But sir, as your butler, I would implore you to choose an heir.
But I cannot. It must be of my bloodline.
Well, where does your line run, my lord?
I am the last of my line. My wife died, and truly, I do not know if I will find another woman before I pass from Etos into the loving arms of the goddess. Alone, to watch my fortune dwindle away, even as my childhood friend Butler dies before me.
My lord, if it comforts thee, we know not if he's perished.
I thought you said he died.
No, Nathan, I told everybody he tried to kill me and ran away.
Oh. So he betrayed me? That's even worse. Butler man, who
lord.
can I trust in these times of woe and trouble?
You can trust me, my lord. I'm but a loyal servant, promoted to the rank
Sorry.
of butler by someone as generous as yourself.
Oh, Butler man, what would I do without people like you? Oh, look! What is the reef saying? Perhaps you can hear where my old ears cannot.
Can I hear?
Yeah, so you hear like the reef dispersing the crowd and speaking to Nimue like, we need to talk. You can bring your friend with us.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
think
you
to
hear
myself.
Miranda like flirting
Oh,
with
fuck.
Ashton as well.
Well, my lord, it appears a strange spectacle has occurred where a reeve has forgiven a thief of some sort. I've never seen him in my life before. Surely I would recall seeing such an oddly clad man.
Truly, yes. He wears the most wonderful armor. I wonder if it could be purchased. Say, you there? In the blue armor. Would you allow me to purchase your armor for a lovely sum? It would go greatly in my collection.
I'm gonna widen my eyes at Ashton and do like a little throat cut thing, or like, don't like play along.
Annalisa, are you there?
I didn't really catch that, so I'm gonna
Just
I'm
play
gonna
along.
Annalisa, are you there?
yeah.
Well, you're cutting out a ton. But that's okay. What would you like to do? He's offering to buy your armor.
I'm gonna ask him how much he's willing to.
I would pay for such a fine specimen 1,000 kolos.
I don't know. It means a lot to me. I went through hell and back to
It was a gift from my father.
Remembers back to literally finding it behind a vine.
Well, for an emotional thing such as that, I could pay a sum of 2,000 kolos. Well, we can haggle later. I'm sure the Reeve needs you for something important. Reeve Lothier. Lord Addleton, I needed to speak with these people in private, of course. Yes, I will not bother you. We must head on our way.
we can talk later.
So you're
Nimue
you're
sees
heading with Lord Addleton up the steps of the temple. Cut to Nimue and Ashton.
Nimue sees Mancart and just like does an anime sweat like drop.
Oh, geez.
Dressed in, all of a sudden, I have none of my gear and I'm in a tuxedo with a lord. It's
You're
been
like-
about half an hour.
Yeah, took you 30 minutes. So we're cutting to Nimue and Ashton and Chucky as you guys are walking along with the Reeve.
Chucky.
Yeah. You guys maneuver your way to one of like the beautiful parks in Cairn. And at the side of the Reeve, like a couple swordsmen like orbiting you guys, just clear the way and just make sure everyone's out of the picture.
Well, I thank you, Lord Reeve, for helping my friend out of that predicament.
Don't mention it. It doesn't matter right now. It was actually just by coincidence. I'm a friend of Priest Lataria. You are being hunted, and there's not much to be done to protect you. Wherever you are going, you need to go there quickly.
The priest said that the other Reeve, he was going to come by the city.
Yes. He will be here, by our estimates, by the end of today.
Then we would be gone before then, but... And I don't mean this as a threat or anything. Please don't misinterpret my words, but... Wherever that man goes, only death follows. And I know that for a fact. I don't want the city to reek
This is
of death as
precisely
other
the reason
places
why I
have.
wish you to leave my city. I seek you no harm. You are a friend of my friend. But you need to go. I will not have the lives of thousands rest upon yours.
Very well. We will be out soon. Have our swordsman friends, after their promotions, head to my apartment. And
They
I
are
like
caught
tell
up
them
in
the
previous
location.
business. They will catch up to you
Oh.
when they can.
Okay.
There's he
Well, we
he like
didn't-
leans in really close to your ear. Watch yourself. There are those that I cannot protect you from. Go quickly.
Thank you. And then I like motion because since we have to go quickly, I'm gonna try to get like get to Mancar.
So
Uh,
Mankar's
Where and I was gonna ask the Reeve where the location of the Lord's house is.
Ableton's house is over there. I don't know why you need to know, but oh yeah, he tells you the location.
Oh, I believe one of my friends is also in a predicament.
In what I cannot go around saving you. You'll have to go where you need to go. I'm not your servant. I'm a Reeve.
It's a,
Yeah, this
I
read
know.
is like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, dude.
You've
Already
done-
he pulled a thief out of the fire. Reeves are not like. I mean, this is a pretty chill Reeve. To
You've
even
done
agree to
more
do
than
something.
I could even ever ask for you. This would be the last I called upon you for aid. Far more than
It
you
will be the last.
should have. I thank you. Does anything I can ever do for you, don't hesitate to ask.
I will not, civilian. May the goddess guide you. And good luck
May
with
it
the
guide
burden
you
that
as well.
bear. So you're there in the park with Ashton, just looking at each other awkwardly.
Okay, Ashton, you head over to Mancar. I'm gonna grab Peter, and then after we have him out of his whatever he is dressed up in a tuxedo for, we're gonna head out of here.
Annalisa?
Yeah.
Okay. We just can't. I
Okay.
can't. Like, I can barely hear you.
Okay. I say okay.
All right. Bam. Man, a few words. Ashton and Chucky are off. So yeah, you're heading around. Let's cut back to Mankar. So you're walking up the steps of the temple, and Ableton seems kind of lost in thought.
My lord, what bothers you at this time?
Well, no, butler man, truly, you can read me like a book.
It's something subconscious was telling me.
Well, I'm just thinking about what my family has left behind. A puzzle that I never solved.
And what might that be, my lord?
Well, since we are... I can confide in you, butler man. There is... Well... There was something that my family discovered that we never figured out. There's a door in our basement. Near the trash room. You've never seen it, because it's quite well hidden. But I was told that before that someone in my bloodline must open that door. And I worry that once my bloodline dies, the secret behind that door will be gone as well. All is lost, Mankar.
Well, my lord, I foresee... Well, my lord, I see one foreseeable option.
What is your option? What do you think?
Should you be the last of your bloodline, it seems to me as you should be the one to open it.
But I do not know how. It is the greatest puzzle of the Ableton line. Oh, woe is me that these times would fall upon me.
Well, my lord, in the interest of haste, perhaps it will help your mind to put an end to this family mystery rather than reading the mantra of the goddess. Shall we return to your humble abode and try to sort out this puzzle?
Perhaps this is just the thing. Oh, butler man, you're truly a blessing from the goddess. Quickly. And he hobbles down the stairways, pushing old people out of the way. Just like a good Christian. And just runs down the stairs, almost running into Ashton, who's trundling up the stairs as slow as she can. Oh, my dear fellow in the blue armor. It's so good to see you.
Hi.
Manka, you catch up. Did you need me for something? You looked like you were looking for me.
Yes, I'd like to continue negotiating.
Oh, yes. Well, come back to my house with me. In fact, Mankar. Sorry, Carman. God damn it.
You look like a man card.
You look like a Mankar to me, but Carman is your name, and Carman you shall be called.
My lord, if it please thee, my traditional name from the Depth Groveler Society is to say the last name before the first name, such as in the traditions of the Far East.
A strange name.
What?
Oh, you're from the Far East?
No, but we follow the traditions.
No. You, my blue friend in the blue armor.
Yes. In my hometown, I am the most handsome of them all.
I can believe it. You truly are a specimen. Well, take that helmet off and let me have a good look at you.
Do it.
My goodness! You're bald as an egg, but beautiful nonetheless. What is your name, child?
Ashton?
Ashton. Fantastic. Well, come back to my place with me. I have needed a good bodyguard for a while. These swordsmen do get tired. Tiring. You know what I mean. Come. Let us solve this puzzle together. Are you in need of work, Ashton?
Yes, preferably well-paying. I do have a family that
back east. Well, of course, we'd be happy to have
children.
Mankar, is this... You're giving this man a look like you've known them before. Is he to be trusted? Do you know him?
I do believe we've met before, actually. When I first came into this city, I met a few acquaintances. I just didn't recognize him with his helmet on. Good to meet you again, Ashton.
Good to meet you again.
Well, two friends reunited. This is quite the adventure. Almost makes me wish for those old days when, well, best not to speak of them. Quick, back to the manor. Yeah. So you're back, Nimue. You're back in your apartment. Peter is there with this huge backpack. And like all of these, he's carrying all these bits and bobs and trinkets and. Oh, Nimue, I'm ready to start. I've been waiting for you. It's about 2 o'clock.
Well, change
How would
plans.
you know that?
We're leaving a bit early. It seems I have to have my friends at a predicament. You can assist me. This is a bit of a prologue to your adventure.
Wow, I'm so excited. I've only ever been on a small adventure before.
Yeah, well, this one's gonna be quite big. It's got men in armor, tuxedos, and I believe we're about to go to a mansion.
Wow, I just went camping for like a day. Wow, let's go. Where are you? Where are we heading? You're the lead, Nimue. You have much more adventuring experience than I do.
Of course, and I just kind of make my way over to the mansion, just looking at the map.
Okay, well you conveniently arrive at the exact same time. Fantastic.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my god. Lord Ableton is there. Yeah, so arriving at the door, like two swordsmen like move up and stop you, Nimue. Halt, what business do you have?
Oh, I'm a friend of Ashton. I believe you saw me with him and I were with the Reeve earlier today.
Yeah, in good company. As they're kind of starting to trash talk you, the Lord comes by with Ashton and Mankar in tow. Ashton, Mankar? Well, oh, Ashton, this is your friend from earlier.
Oh, it is an honor to meet you, and I kind of just do like a short bow.
Oh, your manners, you young man. How flattering, how flattering. Some respect. Oh, you're a woman. Some respect from. I'm sorry. High side goes when you get to my age. 31.
Little ripe old age.
Yes. Well, all of these new friends. Mankar, is this an old acquaintance of yours as well?
I do believe so, my lord. I met her with Ashton actually when I first arrived in this city.
Can they all be trusted, Mankar? He says in like a really loud stage whisper.
Well, my lord, I do believe we don't have many options at this point. As many people as can help solve this puzzle. I know I believe it was Nimue, has quite a way around puzzles, if you will. Her nimble fingers work twice as fast as any burly man.
I see. And that is an interesting ring you carry on your finger, Ms. Nimue.
The ring's covered by the.
That is an interesting cloak you wear, Miss Nimue.
Yes, it was a gift from a recent. It's a gift from a friend.
Well, perhaps I should get to know this friend myself. Well, come this way. It is quite the mystery. Swordsman Falfar, keep an eye on the door, will you? Okay, come follow me. And you, a priest as well. Wow. A priest, an explorer, a bandit, and a depth groveler. Quite the little circus you have yourself here. Well, come with me. He takes you down the stairs of the Ableton Manor. There's the relic room.
As we're passing by, is the refuse rifle still there?
Yes.
Okay.
As you walk down into the basement, past the trash room, servants are mopping blood up off the floors. And you guys arrive at like a wall. And there is a swords. There is like it's just kind of a blank wall. No, sorry. You arrive at a door. It's like an unused set of servants' quarters. Lord Ableton and his fine self kind of hunched over his cane, pulls out a key and opens up the door. It's an old room, like filled with just dust and cobwebs, and there's all these kind of iron bed frames scattered around the room. And this would have been a servant's room, but it's not furnished at all. Against the back of the wall, though, The wall where there's normally like brick, old brickwork, there is like the shining metallic looking wall. Basically, it looks like someone broke open the servants' quarters and found this wall and never sealed it up again. It's like almost like a shiny bronze look to it. It's a completely smooth surface. There's no door in there at all. And as you guys enter this room, a like blue, the metal turns like in just a few areas like a bright blue image on the metal. Not like projected, like the metal itself is changing colors. The shape of an eye basically like drawn into the metal with this kind of glowing blue basically. And the eye like is looking around, looking at all of you. Isn't it fascinating?
Yes, my lord. It appears to be looking for the one meant to open this door.
Intriguing.
Yes.
Nimue strokes her non-existent beard.
Ah,
What happens if you poke the eye?
we have not tried.
Ashton, I'd advise against doing any eye poking today.
But I mean, what if it
Recognized
doesn't do
blood of Ableton family line. Dialect has been altered to suit change in dialect over centuries. Please state your names. I'm
My lord, I believe you should go first.
I'm Lord Arnold Ableton of the Ableton line. And this is my butler and his compatriots. Introduce yourselves.
Yes. I am Car Man, known as Mankar amongst my people.
Oh,
I am-
I'm Peter the priest. I'm a priest of the second rank. He bows. It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Miss. Sorry. Continue.
I am Nimue Celine. And then I
I'm
like
Ashton.
elbow.
Hey, I'm Chucky. Everyone like jumps. Processing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Processing. 7. Alpha. 6. Emerald. Processing. Magical effect detected. The eye looks at Nimue.
Yes, my cloak was a gift from a priest, so it would have that.
Oh my gosh. The eye looks around and starts speaking in a language none of you understand. It's not Old Tongue. We're gonna go into Pendragon chat for a bit, Mr. Rocco. Let me pause my recording. Pendragon be. Nimue like collapses to the ground. And she just falls over. Oh, my heavens, what happened to the young miss?
Am I like conscious?
Yeah, you just like, you just basically fainted. You're conscious, but you just collapsed.
I'll pick her up.
Yeah, Ashton,
Aye.
just like a doll on your arms. Bam.
She does that sometimes.
You know, low blood sugar.
Low blood sugar.
Narcoleptic.
Well, Mankar, what do you think? It's quite the puzzle, the language, isn't it?
Yes, my lord. Do you recognize it?
No, I've had a priest down here to translate, but he couldn't make heads or tail of it.
Well, my lord, if you would pardon me, I did ask around while I was getting my new butler garb about these artifacts that your family has had in their possession. Decades.
Yeah, some of them are quite interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely, my lord. I've never seen such an impressive collection. But there's this one black cube that no one apparently knows about.
The mystery cube, as we call it.
Yes, my lord. Now, would you think that possibly the fact that neither this door nor that cube have a known purpose might not be coincidence?
Perhaps. Let us fetch the cube. That could be a brilliant idea.
Yes, my lord.
He sends. Go fetch it for me, butler. Bring anything you need.
I shall. All right, so I'm gonna tell. I guess anyway. Is there anything you would like to maybe aid on what might be behind this door?
Something.
Are we like in private?
Like.
No, we're with
okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he pretty much just offered that we could use all the artifacts in his collection.
Oh. Then let's go check him out.
Yeah. No.
Cool.
Peter, come along.
Of
all
course.
this.
To see all these incredible artifacts, I mean, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. This is a fine adventure already.
My lord,
Whoa.
We shall
You
the black
glitched out there.
artif-
Give me another round of that, Cameron.
Okay. My lord, with the blunt
I can't like hear you at all.
artifact of art we've made.
Oh jeez, I think this is me. I don't think it's you guys. Let me disconnect
Nathan?
and reconnect. Hello? Can you
Can
hear
you
me?
hear me all right now?
I think so. I think my connection's also just like crashed there. Okay, I think we're back. My connection just like died out. Okay.
When
So
I
you
wanna
want
point
you what did you want to say to the Lord, Cameron?
Hold on, Brink has.
Oh no, I was just gonna make a joke. Sorry. Go on.
My lord, we shall fetch the black cube and one art that may aid on the other side of this. Which you like the art?
Perfect. Take whatever you need. Take whatever you need.
Very well, my lord. All right, so I'm gonna run off.
Bam. What artifacts are you taking?
Refuse rifle and black cube.
Perfect. You have the mystery cube and the refuse rifle in your inventory. Yeah, you guys come back in.
Can I,
Peter's laid out a bunch of diagrams and is like trying to figure out what the language is. He's got his big boy glasses on and he's trying to figure it out. Ableton is there like tapping his cane, and listening, stroking his beard, his like pencil mustache. What are you doing, Ashton? What are you and Chucky doing at the door?
Oh, I guess we're talking about the eyeball. We're checking out Ableton, see if he's got anything that looks kind of valuable on him.
All of his clothes are valuable, and all of his jewelry. He's like an aristocrat.
So Nathan, I told the Lord that we were each gonna grab one art.
Oh yeah. Okay. What do you guys want? Is everyone heading up to get an artifact?
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
on the way. I'm just kind of motioned to.
You cut out there.
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna motion to Mancar. We have to be out of the.
All right. Right, mate. After this door, I'll make up an excuse. Don't worry.
So Mankar's
I'll tell you all about it.
Mankar's picked up the rifle and the mystery cube. Nimue, do you want me to describe the artifacts?
Can I do it? Yeah. And I'm gonna see how
Okay.
Peter reacts to it.
Yeah, he's looking around. Of the artifacts, there's a bunch of ones that, if you're using Peter as a guide, there's only a few that he seems interested in. And And you'll pardon me if I just open up my list. Give me a moment. Okay. Wow. That is a terrible list. That's a really crappy list.
All right.
Sorry, and I'm just looking at my own list here. Okay. Well, there is like a rolled up piece of fabric. There is also a belt. A belt, the rolled up piece of fabric, a pair of boots, and a strange looking vial of liquid.
Nimue goes over and she grabs the boots.
Bam, you have boots. They look quite pretty and have nice
Ooh.
designs on the side of them. Ashton, of those items, which are you picking? The rolled up piece of fabric, the belt, or the vial of kind of murky liquid?
Is any of it shiny?
The belt is reasonably shiny.
I'm taking the belt.
Okay. Are you putting on the belt, or are you just carrying the belt?
Put it on. I'm not planning on giving.
Okay. So you have acquired an item called the Strongman's Belt. While you are wearing it.
Wow.
So here's the deal with this belt. You can't like take it off and put it on for certain actions. You have to wear it for a whole session or not wear it at all. So what it does is if you are wearing it, it gives you an advantage on strength rolls. And an advantage on strength and dexterity rolls and a disadvantage on all other rolls.
That seems to fit
Okay.
Ashton very well.
So
I mean,
if you're wearing it, you can't take it off and put it back on unless you're doing it in between sessions. That's the rule. Otherwise, you'll micromanage the belt. So do you want to put on the Strongman's Belt? Hello? Is my connection bad or is all of your connections bad? I can't tell. No, mine's great. I think it's just Annalise's kind of. Okay, so are you putting on the belt, Annalise?
Rude. Yeah.
Rude. There is a side effect that I did not mention. So as you put on the belt, you just feel so athletic and strong and really handsome. The main thing you notice is that you grow an incredible beard. You just feel the testosterone like coursing through your veins, and you're sporting a real incredible beard.
But he's still bald.
Oh yeah. While you have this belt, you have the aspect godlike beard.
What?
Yeah.
What's her name? Marissa's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah, Marissa. I like that too. I think her name's Marina though. Anyways.
Whatever.
Alright. Beautiful, incredible beard. So, you guys are you wearing your boots, Brink?
I'll put them on just to see what they do.
Great, they feel pretty comfortable. Anyways, so you guys
By the way, while we're up there, I'm gonna snatch the ornate dagger from the butler's room.
Okay. It does have a magical essence to it. You sense, but you don't know what it does.
Okay.
Okay. So,
is Peter gonna take anything?
oh, that's a good point.
Isn't this your life work, Peter?
Yes, I did think of that. I'll catch up with you. Let me think on something.
Okay.
So, at the door, Lord Ableton is there. Well, what are you going to try? I'd like to see what you can do first. And he looks at you, butler man. Oh, Mancar. Unfortunately, you've brought a sculpture with you. I don't think that's going to do you any good.
Yes, my lord. When I laid eyes upon it, it just gave me an aura of confidence that I think is beneficial to the situation.
A lover of the arts. I understand. Ah, this cube is a mystery in and of itself. The glyphs seem to have some significance, but I cannot activate them in any manner.
What
My
does
lord. Sorry, you go, Brink.
sorry, just what does the cube look like again?
Well, you kind of nailed it already. Yeah, it's a cube. It's a cube of black material.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought
Like
it was
black
a
stone
Rubik's cube or
almost.
something. Can I see if the eye's looking at the cube?
Yeah, it does. Processing. A dendrix cube. A dendrix cube. Processed. Do you
Does the
have
name
a
is-
query?
What does the word Dendrix mean?
A dendrix is the old tongue family line from the sorry, let me rephrase that. It is the old tongue version of Addleton. A dendrix slowly became Addleton.
My lord, do you wish to inquire about the door?
Oh, this is incredible. I've never had it. Why is it answering questions? I have a query. Tell me, well, who created you? The door does not respond.
My lord, maybe ask a question on how to open it.
How do I open you, door? Addleton, blood, detected. The door. You have encountered the Adendrix Doomsday Door.
Come again?
You have encountered the Adendrix Doomsday Door.
No, I heard you. I just didn't want to. And what does the name Doomsday imply?
The definition of Doomsday is...
Let me rephrase. Why were you bit?
buffering. Doomsday. Noun. The last day of the world's existence. A time or event of great crisis or great danger. Example sentence. In all the concern over greenhouse gases, one doomsday scenario stands out.
Well, guys, you know how the Empire fell.
Yes, there we go.
My lord, I believe your Addleton blood is important.
I think so.
Maybe you should try to open it.
Ah,
Or
yes.
at least inquire how, yet again.
How do I open you? This door cannot be opened unless a certain set of requirements made by Lord Adendrix the 77th are met. 77th? My line must be quite prestigious.
My lord, which number of the line are you?
I did not even know we came from the Adendrix family. I mean, that is legend, but remember, all of our records were lost after the Empire fell.
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean, what?
Your line carries before the Empire, my lord?
Yes, that's what the Adendrix are. At least that's what the legends, that's what this door is confirming. This is so exciting. I come from a pre-Empire line. That's millennia ago.
Indeed, my lord.
This is quite the puzzle, Mankar. Quite the puzzle indeed. Nimue, you seem to have a good ear for these things, and I don't know. What do we do with this door? The conditions
you
to
could-
open the Doomsday Door have not been met. Well, thank goodness.
What are the conditions? Doomsday? Just
The
like the end of
conditions
the wood?
are blacklisted,
Oh. You could
classified
try
information
commanding.
censored.
I mean, you could
Classified information censored.
you could try commanding it to open in the old tongue. Do I know the word for open?
Give me an intelligence check.
That is a unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay. Yeah, you definitely do.
I tell the word to the Lord and have him say it to the door.
In my most dramatic voice, of course. Addleton stands up, and although he's kind of a little silly, you see some excitement in his eyes, some real steel to him. He's not leaning on his cane as much right now, and he straightens his shoulders and says the old tongue word for open. And like all old tongue, there's something guttural about it. It vibrates through the air, and all of you kind of feel it. The room kind of shakes a little bit, and the eye like flashes. Lord Addleton, you have been recognized as one of the Edendrix bloodline, but all conditions have not been met for the Doomsday Door to open.
My lord, perhaps you should ask what the conditions may be, as you're of blood.
Very good, very good. Door, what are the conditions? Conditions are censored. Overrule. I am of the Edendrix bloodline. What are the conditions of the Doomsday Door? Processing. Processing. The eye flashes off.
Well, Lord Addleton.
I don't know why I would have done that. The eye comes back on screen. Danger. You are in danger. Alert. Alert. The last of the bloodline is in danger. Alert. Alert. Bloodlines. Lights up. The eye flashes off. Room's in pitch black.
What time is it?
Dinner time.
Well, my lord.
Like in game time? Is it dinner time?
Yes. A little after.
Okay, we're going to the...
What does this mean? What's going on?
Sir, please follow us. We're going to the sewer right now.
The sewer? What? I won't have that. What is this?
Sir,
My
the city's
lord.
about to be under siege, and we really need to go. I don't want to frighten you, but I kind of also do because we need to leave now.
My lord, I will explain all as we go.
He looks into your eyes, Mankar. Can I trust you?
Of course, my lord. We are family.
Do I have time to
I
grab
live
a sword?
to serve you. What did he say?
Give me one moment. Ashton, young man, can you... That wall, do you see that cupboard to the left? Can you break it open for me?
Absolutely.
Give me a strength check.
With
Oh, you also
advantage.
have advantage.
You have
yeah.
advantage from now on strength checks.
That's an 18.
Bam. Crash! The cupboard just shatters into pieces. In there is like a beautiful long sword, along with a few other possessions like a traveling cloak. Addleton, with some like real excitement in his eyes, like casts away his cane, a little stumble as he moves over, but like clips on a sword, like starts throwing on things. We go now, quickly.
Yes.
I trust you,
Immediately.
Mankar. The goddess sent you to a reason. Let's go.
Yes, my lord. Onward.
You guys open the door out of the unused servants' room. And there's something wrong with this house. All the torches are out. And the wall, where there should be servants running around, the walls are stained with blood. And just where the trash room is, you see the door close as like a corpse is being dragged along the floor, leaving a blood stain behind it.
Back to the doomsday
God.
room.
Maybe not the sewer.
Not the sewer. No.
It could be
Servants.
Ori killing swordsmen.
Do you know where he
Who's Ori?
is? Isn't he-
Ori is one of my closest companions, sir.
If I'm trusting you this far, I trust you all the way.
He protects me with his life.
Then I'll
Think
be
of him
yours.
as a guardian angel.
Very good. What is going on here? Who's in my house? Should I call for my
We need to-
swordsman? Counsel me.
No, don't say anything. We need to keep. We need. Is there a secret way out of here? Is there a way to the stables or anything?
There is a way out of the new servants' room. We can get there quite quickly. It's just a few doors down.
Okay. We proceed.
Let's all move fast. He puts his hand on his long sword and kind of a little staggeringly, he's getting used to walking without a cane, but he's moving. Peter's with you guys, clutching like the fabric to that he picked up in his pack. He doesn't really. I mean, he is like a little dagger that he's pulled out, and he's moving with you guys.
Is there any like trash and stuff on the floor?
Not really. This area is kept pretty clean by the servants. There's just
Even stuff they
gore.
may have dropped.
No, there are some clothes, like their bodies, like someone, whatever happened to them, they left their clothes behind.
Can I do an insight check to see if anybody's up ahead?
Give me an insight roll.
Oh boy,
So that's gonna be a
that
6.
was close.
That's a 6. Okay.
Does my cloak hip?
I'll let you actually, yeah, keep reminding me about your cloak, but it doesn't.
Okay.
You don't notice anything. Nothing jumps out at you. Literally or figuratively.
Okay.
Are you guys moving along to the new servants' quarters? What are you doing?
Right, mates. I say we take whatever's in the trash room. We don't know what's up ahead, but we know there's only 1 or 2 people in that room.
We can scout it out, see what we're up against. It's worth the shot.
Right.
Anything valuable just like laying around? Would the servants have anything like that or no?
I mean, they wouldn't carry it around to them on shift.
Okay.
By the way, my lord, this is what my actual voice sounds like. I was trying to be professional for you. I hope you excuse this.
It'll be fine. Let's get out of this situation. We can discuss accents later. I wish I could
Yes,
call
my
for my
lord.
swordsman.
I do not advise that, my lord.
I don't
trust
think
you. I
they'd be
trust you.
swordsmen.
Okay. To the trash, to the junk room, or to the new servants' quarters? What are we thinking? I, for one, do not want to tangle with whatever is killing my people.
I say we
Well,
go to the
perhaps
place
they
that
should
gets
be
us out of here.
avenged.
Fast. I say we get out of here and address. Before we attack anything, we need to know what we're up.
That seems wise counsel. What think you, Ashton?
I say we go to the new servants, whatever.
Very
Sounds-
well.
So you guys make your way to the new servants' quarters. It's been cleaned out in similar fashion. People's clothes and like shoes left behind. But their bodies are gone and there's blood smeared across the room. And you weren't like that far from this room. Like you're close enough that you would be able to hear like someone dropping like shattering a glass. Like someone getting murdered and having their gore spread across the room should have made some noise. So
I
this
do
is
an
abnormal.
insight check on the room.
Give me an insight check, yeah.
15.
Whatever killed them, from the way they killed them very quickly, and it was one thing moving around the room, and it dragged their bodies as it took them away. It
I see if
undressed
like,
the bodies and then took them away.
Can I see if the blood like tears out of the room?
Right, mate, this doesn't look like the work of a reeve.
It looks like the puppet.
I agree.
We need to get out of here now. Where's
Don't
that
even want
secret
to know.
entrance? No, you don't. You want to get out of here.
Agreed. Let's move.
Yep.
What do you mean? This is Peter. A puppet? Surely. What is this? What children's
Peter?
stories are we working
Peter,
from?
quiet. And I like
Well,
grab
explain
Peter
what-
and just like shut him up.
So you guys start going quickly. Addleton like moves a couple bookshelves out of the way with the help of Ashton, and you see a secret passage. It's pretty standard secret passage wise. 5 out of 10 on the secret passage scale, I would say. And
You're not
as you
getting a
go-
good review from me.
yeah, you guys are on Secret Passage Yelp. You guys are moving pretty quickly, and you come out in the courtyard, in the park, actually, where you were talking with the Reeve. You push up, like, push aside like a bench basically, and there you guys are, putting the bench back to place. The town is relatively quiet, but not like no one's there quiet, like tense quiet. You see a couple people like bolting their windows shut, and like locking doors as swordsmen run by.
We need to get to the Strider and leave.
Agreed. Let's get out of here as fast as possible and keep an eye open.
As you guys start moving towards the Strider dock, you can hear sounds from the front gate of Cairn. And you can see like all of the swordsmen of Cairn have gathered around like the front gate. And outside the front gate is Reeve Kandar with his squadron of swordsmen. He's standing there in his black robes, huge and menacing, as Reeve Lothier stands atop the walls of Cairn. And you can hear Kandar's bellowing voice. I hear you are hiding people from me. Abominations in the temple, Reeve Lothier. I do not think very much of swordsmen who hide abominations. Perhaps what you hear is wrong, Reeve Kandar. I would not allow abominations under my watch either. Are you certain of that? A man who would hide abominations such that I seek would have no honor. Like the swordsmen hiss and growl at each other from both groups, from Kandar's and Lothier's group. There's definitely tension building. You guys are like running up to the docks. As you look down, you get like a good view on the Ableton mansion. As you're like running up the stairs on the eastern mountain, and you see like all the guards on the house are gone, just piles of clothing left. And you see there's like a swordsman on a balcony, and he's standing there, and a hand like reaches around and grabs his ankle and like pulls him away from the balcony. All you see is the hand like wrap around his right ankle and just pull him. There's no time for him to scream as another hand like reaches out and grabs his mouth. That's all you see.
Right,
Okay,
mate.
time to get on the Strider.
Yeah, let's get out of here right now.
Do you know where Ori is?
He said he was watching me. I don't know where he is.
Okay.
It's- Insight check for Ori.
Take care of him.
Give me an insight check, yeah.
Who?
I think Cameron asked. So.
Yeah. It's 6.
Okay. You look around, but you don't see him.
Well, we have to get out of here. I'm sure Ori will meet up with us at some point.
Yeah, he has a way about his own.
You guys get there to the Strider. Ortega, the Strider, is there, kind of, and whistles happily as you guys run over.
Hey! Oh, we need to go.
Now-
not gonna shoot.
Yeah, I assume theoretically Beatrix would be with us, right?
You can pilot without Beatrix. Don't worry about it. Just let that fade
Yeah,
in your mind.
so we just
yeah,
kind
you
of,
hop on Ortega, who like stretches his legs, and starts. You point him towards. Are you guys heading to Tellus?
Yes.
Which way is Talus?
North.
Is that where the entrance is?
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, is there any way we can kind of like... I'm talking to like the Strider. Is there any way we can like kind of do a circle around this?
No. Distract the.
Release all the Strider.
Wait, what did you guys say?
Oh,
Sorry.
that'd be fun.
Is there any way we can release all the Strider
Oh my god.
so we go in like a...
Stampede.
I don't actually think that would work because they're bounded to their pilots. It's not like they're wild and they want to leave. Striders can murder humans
Yeah.
like that, you know.
Hmm.
So it's not like they couldn't escape.
Is there any...
Right, mate. We need to graze past him because we need to save this city. The Reeves are gonna kill it for no reason if let him think we're.
We need to get out of here now. We'll hide on the back. We'll hide behind the scale. But I think
Right.
that's our best.
No, I disagree with this. Look, perhaps it's just my romantic ideas of honor getting in the way, but we should let Reeve Kandar know we're not in the city so he doesn't murder everyone here.
Yes, my lord.
I can a bit of my artifact. I believe here sends the magical signal.
Do what you can. Peter like taps him on the shoulder. Oh, maybe you could do that talking thing you did. Maybe that could send off a signal.
I'll try, and I'll call the.
Immediately, from everyone else's perspective, Nimue just like falls over. Just faints. From your perspective, Nimue, your consciousness falls into the ring. Again, you're in that endless lake again, with the strange sky above you. And the woman looks up at you. Back again. Voluntary this time. Much better, much better. What do you need?
I need to lead Reeve Kandor away from. I need to distract him, and I need him to chase me, not harm the city.
So you need a distraction then.
A big one.
Ah. I don't... Well, perfect. I'm afraid I don't do subtle distractions, so this should fit me quite well. Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Something tells me I have no choice.
You're... So again, from your guys' perspective, Nimue just like falls over, like completely loses consciousness, and then just is awake as she falls against the Strider's back. Are you okay? This is the Lord Ableton. What happened? What did you see?
We gotta go now.
Let's go.
Trust me.
Ortega whistles and just thunders like across the landscape. As you guys are passing Kandar and his troops, who looks up at you and scowls, Nimue, from your hand, on your right hand, the ring just glows with this bright blue light, and this huge spark of magic just like just explodes from your hand into the air, and this huge boom of magic, sending this sonic wave like out throughout the entire area. You hear windows smashing as people are like knocked off the walls, and there's this huge boom from this magical explosion that just was left off the ring, as lightning and fire crackle from your hands, and then you just fall limply back into onto like the Strider, and the Strider Ortega just thunders away northward as Kandar points his sword in your direction, and the troops start and his people start marching.
Ooh,
You guys are on Ortega. It is Ashton with little Chucky on your shoulder. You've got Peter with his scrolls and parchment and paper, and his little knife and his big pair of glasses. There's Lord Ableton, looking quite dashing and in travel clothes that are fine, well made, but still travel clothes, and his extremely beautiful long sword. There's Mankar in your tuxedo. Yeah, you have no gear.
Yeah.
And
I only have what I have right now.
And
Wait, at
you
least you have
hear
the
a
rifle.
scream from down below, hanging on to one of your legs, on one of the legs of Ortega. Could you please stop? Just take a break for like 2 seconds and let me climb up, you big-legged bastard.
That depends, Ori. Are you still gonna cut off my ring finger?
Don't even try it. Stop the Strider. I don't want to shoot
Right,
the
mate.
Strider.
Be nice to
Okay,
him. He's got all my stuff.
okay.
I can play games later on Nimue. Jesus Christ, if I
Stop
wanted to
the-
kill you and
stop the
take the
Strider.
ring, I already would have.
Okay, fair enough. Stop the Strider.
Ortega like stops himself, and Horace quickly climbs up. Hey, gee, heavens above! Gave me quite a fright there, running around half the city trying to catch up with you. And with an aristocrat and a book-nosed priest, no less. Well, you always do surprise me. Menka.
My lord, this is Ori, my friend who I was talking about, the one who always has my back. Isn't that right, Ori?
Always do something like that. Pleasure to meet you, Lord Ableface. The pleasure is all mine, of course. A friend of Mancar's is a friend of mine. Alright, you can have all your stuff back.
Thank you, Ori.
Now, I suppose we better have a little wee council about where we're going to head. Now, first of
It's
all,
probably a good idea.
as you guys are standing there on the Strider, you've left Kieran as things have arrived to pursue you. The Reeve and other things had begun to attack Kieran. You have what you have. How is everyone feeling? Can we continue on doing more of the session, or do people need to stop? Because I've got more planned.
First things first. I'm gonna put on my leather armor and then put on the tuxedo over it,
This is
so
like
all the
player.
spikes
I
stick
need
through
to
the
check.
tuxedo.
Wait, Cameron. I want to check if the players can continue before we do more of the session. Is everyone good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for about 50 more minutes because I gotta go to bed
Okay.
pretty early.
Gotcha. And then Annalisa, you good?
Yeah, we're good.
You're good? Alright. So, yeah, everyone puts on their armor, suits up. Nay.
Well, no. I specifically put my tuxedo over my spiked armor.
Oh, okay. So that the
so that all the
spikes punch
spikes
through
go
the...
through the tuxedo.
Oh my gosh. Quite dashing, if I do say so myself, Manka.
Yes, my lord. It's quite a common custom from where I'm from.
Wow, that's a lot of spikes, says Peter. I feel like that would be really impractical.
Shut up.
Hey,
It's actually-
it came in handy in the past.
Well, look, we're gonna be hot, and that Reeve is gonna be in hot pursuit, and whatever crazy monster is hunting you down as well. Look, you're about to head across a big old flat area of Etos called the Expanse. It's a real dangerous piece of land. Calm as anything most of the time. But, every night and all night there'll be storms. Huge, terrible storms. They'll kill anything that isn't in shelter. Anything. They'll kill striders, they'll kill soldiers, monsters. These plains are nothing at night but storms and lightning and hail as big as your head. Now, of course, people have thought about these things. So there's inns, there's stops, there's way stations. But if we don't get there in good time, then we're stuck in the storm and we're done.
Right, mate. Well, I guess we better sprint to one of these inns, huh?
But the worry about journeys with the Expanse is you don't want to try to make too many stations in one day. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Well, I agree, but it's already almost night, and we're just getting started.
I agree. We can make it to a one-way station today, but we better move quick. Ortega, give it your best. Meanwhile, let's talk about our plan. Ortega trumpets away, and BAM! Off like a bolt of lightning. You guys are just storming through, and even as the sun is getting low on the Expanse, you can see storm clouds gathering. This whole land is just this huge barren wasteland of like kind of lightly growing grass, a little bit of hills, but besides that, perfectly flat. Just seems to go on forever. And storm clouds are rolling in, and all the creatures on this plain are basically like crawling into holes or burrowing or finding little caves to go into. As the Strider moves across, Ableton is looking at everyone, and how people talked, and I have a couple questions. I believe I am involved with something I do not entirely understand. Young lady, Ms. Nimue, that is quite a powerful ring. What are you all here for? You know each other better than you letting on.
Listen, we're heading to the city of Tellus to find a death crawler who can help us out with the ring. For some reason, the Reeve is hunting it, along with other things, and we need to know what it does before we even begin to understand what to do with it.
A magical item being hunted by a reeve and some sort of monster. Fascinating. Well, I suppose I am part of this madcap adventure, even if I do not wish to be. Will you have me on your quest?
Of course, my lord.
Well,
I don't see why not.
I'm a fair hand with a sword and a good talker, and I'll see what I can do. I will be with what assistance I can. It feels good to be back on the road, like the younger days. Well, so do we know who in Tellus can tell us, well, so to speak, tell us about the ring?
It's a man named Roland.
I've not heard of him. It's a binary city, isn't it?
Yes. Half of it's underground, half above. I've never seen anything like it, mate.
Fascinating. Well, I'll be curious to see what happens. Yeah, you guys are sitting there. Peter's obvious. Everyone's kind of settling in after your escape from Kieran. And as the Strider moves around, is moving across the plains, you're all just looking at the storm clouds, just tremendous in size. And you can already feel like the light rain beginning as the sunset has started. Like you see huge, like monstrous birds moving around in the sky, and they're all like flying away from the expanse as the storm clouds roll in, and you hear booming thunder echoing in the background and lightning silhouetted across the sky. The rain's getting harder and harder, and all of you are very quickly soaking wet.
Right, Ortega.
Ortega
Maybe
is moving
Yeah.
very quickly.
Can we see like the inn on the horizon or anything?
You can the visibility is nothing. There's no visibility.
Do we know how Shredders sense?
That's a good question. They are generally very strong sensory wise. But you wouldn't know. I don't think you've studied them. They have very good senses, and I mean, Striders are used to cross the expanse mainly.
Knowing
So-
check?
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like the audacity there. Give me a knowing check.
13.
You know that the Strider will be able to find this place. It's just if you can get it fast enough.
So we're confident that she's going in the right direction.
He is going in the right direction. If he can get there fast enough, it's the problem.
Okay.
Mind you, the rain isn't the bad bit. It's not the lightning or the wind or the thunder that's gonna kill us. It's the hail.
It's the hail.
And you can already feel it starting to form. Little pellets bouncing off your armor, it's already the uproar of the thunder and the lightning and the wind threatening to rip you off of Ortega's back. But the hail's beginning to form. It's getting bigger and bigger, starting at like a pellet, like a pea-sized. And they're getting bigger and bigger, and soon they're grapes. Hail's falling down, clattering down, battering you all. Everyone
Can we like
who's
take
not
cover
in
behind
plate mail
Ori's rings?
take a token of damage. So everyone who's not in.
Does my cloak help with that?
Yeah, your cloak.
Yo,
does,
I'm
actually.
good.
Yeah, you're good.
Is there any way we can hide behind like Ori's kind of like scabbards like we did like last time, like it's chitin?
Ortega's chitin. So
Yeah.
it will defend you a bit, but it doesn't really give you much of an overhang.
Okay.
But it does a little bit. Yeah, no one take any damage. You're kind of huddled together, armor and cloak and Ortega kind of protecting you. Hail is just like deflecting off of Ori. You don't know what armor he's wearing. It just looks like he's wearing a leather jacket, but you get the sense it might be more than that, the way the hail is deflecting off of it.
So is any of the spikes impaling on my, or is any of the hail impaling on my spikes?
I mean, it's ice. I don't think so. No.
All right, well, that would have been funnier. But can I grab one of the hail balls, maybe?
Yeah, sure. They're
Okay.
they're starting to get pretty big, and you guys are gonna start to take damage soon. You
How
much
further
see
to
a
this?
light in the distance, getting
I'm gonna-
closer.
I'm gonna try to just kind of look at the refuse rifle,
Hmm.
analyze it a little bit, and then shove the ball into the barrel.
Okay. So the way the
then I'm
refuse
gonna
rifle works is basically it'll just fire things at very high speeds.
Cool.
That's basically what it does.
Excellent. I'm gonna say, my lord, this piece of art I think may have more of a functional use. And then I'm just gonna fire the hail into the air.
There's a crack just as loud as the lightning, and the rifle. There's a flash as the rifle goes off, propelling the hail upwards into the sky. My goodness! Man, God, that's incredible! And to think I thought
It's
it was an
modern
art.
art.
Yes, it is.
Well,
the
it's
most
very modern.
Yes, my lord. I thought I recognized it. Maybe it's just sense given to me from playing with all the electronics from when I was down under.
Well, I do have to hear about all of your stories. This is so exciting. But here we are. As you get there, like as you guys are moving, everyone roll just a general check, so no stats. And Annalisa, you get a disadvantage on every check. That's not a strength or dex check, and that includes general checks. So please.
Oh
Alright.
no.
13.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
3.
Wow. So Annalisa, you get hit by a hail the size of a soccer ball.
Oh,
And there's you are wearing
God.
plate mail, so it doesn't like damage your armor, which is very, very impeccably strong, but it's like pushes up just the pressure. You take 2 tokens as like the hail crashes against your back and you're thrown to the ground. The hail's getting like boulder sizes as it's coming down. One of it ricochets off the back legs of Ortega, who almost stumbles but catches himself and continuing on, breathing heavily. The light is getting closer and closer just as a piece of hail the size of a car tumbles past you. Ortega stumbles, limping a little bit, into this structure. It looks like a huge hill that has almost been like hollowed out. And you can hear the hail like thundering off the top of this hill is in like almost a small mountain. And you guys are underneath it. So where this small mountain has been hollowed out, like there is all of these houses like hung. I'm trying to. They're on the sides of the mountain. There's walkways like connecting them. Can you imagine what I'm talking about? I'm trying to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So on the sides of the inside of the hollowed out mountain, there are houses, and there's like wood rope bridges going across. You guys quickly arrive at the Strider dock, and Ortega just slumps over and like curls over a little position, just is exhausted. It's just sprinted for about an hour.
Good lad.
Good job.
He whistles sleepily, just.
Do I know what kind of treats Strider's like?
They
Perhaps
can
a
be
full-grown
kind of.
cow or something.
They're omnivorous. They happen to like. I'm trying to think of like. There is a type of like. There's like a flower that they really love. It's called I don't know. A Strider flower. There we go. No
of course.
the fact that Striders like them. I'll think of a better name for next session. But either way,
Hibiscus.
Yeah, the hibiscus. A probiscus. So this, although there are a few structures here, it's really nothing but a few shacks and stuff. No one lives here. The main structure is an inn. That is the main. It is the main building.
Ooh.
The worker at the dock is there. This kind of walks up. He's a guy in leather armor. He's got like a sword at his side, mercenary of some sort. All right, here, friends. Just made it. It's a close call. Shouldn't be traveling the expanse this late. Dock
Righto.
fees are
No, we should not.
dock fees are 5 kolos.
Well, good sir. I'll tell you what, Mike.
5 polos.
I look to the Lord.
How about I give you a little extra and you hook me up with as much strider flour as you can find?
You're a good pilot, I can see. I'll make sure that stride of yours is well cared for. 10 kolos.
Of course. Here you go, sir.
You're a good man.
I'm gonna give him 15 because I don't know how much Kolos is worth.
Perfect. His eyes light up.
Crying.
If you need anything, tell him if you need anything. Old Bistro here's got your back.
Old Bistro on the Expanse.
I'll be working on the Strider dock, so you take care. I'll be taking care of your friend here. What's his name?
Ordega.
I'll look after the lad. He's a good runner. You might have yourself a racer if you're ever interested. But heading into O'Reilly's.
Very well. Thank you, sir. And Old Bistro.
Yeah.
Say, if I were to interest you in a group, would you be interested?
What do you mean?
So, does the word cult carry a negative connotation in this world?
Oh my gosh. I'm assuming you're. It depends on who you're talking to. You would not know.
Insight?
Yeah.
17.
He's pretty happy with his life here, working at the docks. I mean, he doesn't have to do more than like bang a couple heads together and people get rowdy, and he really likes Striders and taking care of him, and seems like a good man. Seen a lot. He's an older guy.
Well, Mr. Bistro, I would be honored if you were to join my unofficial group called the Under Easters. And
Oh my
all that's required is if anybody ever comes looking for a motley crew such as ours, you just find a way to let me know, and you'll be rewarded.
I think I can handle that. No
Right.
problem.
Thanks, Old Bistro.
No problem.
good
You're
man.
headed into O'Reilly's, son. What are you? I'm assuming you guys are heading to O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty quiet. Not many people here. It's a pretty big tavern though, so maybe people aren't in the main room like you guys are. But you're sitting there. There's a serving. A waitress comes on over.
Hang on one
What
sec,
can I
I'll be right
get?
back.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm not going to order anything, so please continue.
Alright.
Or, I guess, water and food, but yeah, nothing special.
What can I get you all today? Where you in from?
We're in from one sec. Kieran. We're in from Kieran.
Oh, it's a beautiful city. I've only heard about it though. What can I get you? Just a meal and a bed?
That sounds heaven right now.
Meal is 1 kolos. Bed is 2.
Sounds
3 kolos for each. Unless you want to double up.
Let's
I'm
double
sorry.
up.
I believe
I mean-
I have a little pocket change on me.
Pulls out like
Instead of-
100 cola.
He puts a few coins and slides them on the table. I'll fund this night for us. Please keep the change. Her eyes widen. Oh, thank you very much. I'll thank you so much. I'll get back with the food right away. As she's Cameron, are you back? Uh-oh. That's really bad. This is important. All right.
And he was never seen again.
We never saw him again. Wow, this was really fun. I don't know how to open this cash register that I have here. I have a cash register here, and I don't know how to open it.
Wait, is it like you're like in your own storage room? Is it like a kid's cash register?
Yeah.
Like a toy. Oh, those are fun.
Oh,
Please release coins.
I'm trying to release coins.
Nathan, don't fight
We
technology.
can hear it.
Technology always wins. I want it to open up and there to be like just 10,000 bonus bucks in there.
There could be. There could be. I want to get my pocket knife and cut it open. Cameron. We can't. This is reasonably important.
Yes, I'm back.
Hey, okay. So, yeah, so Addleton pays for the dinner, but she runs off to the bartender. A couple people come in from the cold and the rain, maybe from different parts of the tavern, or maybe they were working on the docks. Bunch of young guys, they've got bags with them, they set them down, their tools clanking inside as they find a table and sit down, chatting amongst themselves about, work or whatever. Yeah, the tavern starts to fill up as people arrive in. A bunch of young guys, all kind of dressed in rain cloaks to protect themselves from the weather. They seem to be talking amongst themselves, not doing very much. Various groups of people setting down their tools or whatever they were working with. A different waitress comes back. The other one was kind of a young girl, like 15 or so. This one, she's much older, maybe like 20 in her 20s. Your money won't be necessary. Everything is on the house for today. Compliments of the owner. She slides the money back to you.
Ashton takes it.
Yeah, he picks
Yeah.
the money back up. Oh, Ashton takes it. Bam. You add 20 colos to your inventory.
20
And
what?
who is this Oni?
O'Reilly, of course. His compliments to all of you.
Oh, right.
That name sounds
We'll get the
familiar.
food out to you quickly. Yeah, and a bunch of as you're there, the room is definitely filling up with people. Yeah, just like in each table, they're looking around, keeping an eye on the newcomers, of course. They've all set down their tools and talking amongst each other.
Can I do an insight check on the people around us?
Yeah, give me a roll.
18.
None of them are ordering any food.
Hold on. Can I go in the Pendragon zone with Brink for a second?
Oh wow, I never thought of that. Yeah, I guess I can put you both in there. Okay, that's fun. Okay, yeah, have fun in there. Don't. I can't. Oh, by the way,
Not too
just
much fun.
type in Tome of Etos because you won't even be able to move yourself out of the chat. I don't think. Maybe you can.
Okay.
Try it.
Okay.
See if you can. See if you can. Well, this is fun.
Oh boy. I'm
Oh.
doodling and I kind of want to. I've got like a sketch of the Strider going right now.
Oh, I can't. I would love to see it. I love your creature sketches. Send it if you wanna. Just like take a picture of your phone and put it up if you'd like.
Yeah, sure thing. Not right now though. Like
Okay,
I just
okay.
need to finish the legs,
The
And maybe-
legs.
tails. I need to draw more. This is fun. I'm really enjoying it actually.
Yeah, you have it. When you were drawing the crawlers, like you knew what you were doing. It looked good. Oh, I wish Emma was able to make it to the session. Sad she couldn't make it.
Do you know what happened? Is she still not feeling well?
No, she just didn't respond to any of my texts. Like normally she would say like, "Oh, I can't make it" or "I can make it." Her phone just went straight to voicemail. Oh, they need help. There we go. You're back. Have you done all your Pendragoning?
Yes, mate.
Fantastic. Oh, I kind of wish I was there to hear it, but no. Yeah. So
Well,
people.
you'll learn about it like real soon, cause yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of people, and You see the waitress heading over. She's carrying like a pretty big platter with all your food, so she's taking her time. But she's trying to get it over to you guys. The room's pretty packed right now.
Can I do an insight on the food?
Yeah.
Okay. 25.
Looks scrumptious.
Okay, I thought it might be like poisoned or something.
It's not poisoned.
All right, gentlemen, to what do we owe the pleasure? And ladies, of course.
There's about 20 people in this room, and more filing in all the time. All of them stop talking and turn to you, reaching into their bags, pulling out swords, crossbows, bows, knives, axes. Soon the whole room is armed.
Is Ori next to us?
You have no idea where Ori is.
Oh, okay. I thought they were pulling out their weapons.
Oh
to
my
launch me.
god. He disappeared again. Every time.
Hey friends, there's a pretty little price on your head.
Right, and who put it there?
None of my business and none of yours. You'll never
much is the-
learn. You'll never get to figure it out what it is.
How much is the price?
More than you can afford, pretty lady. More
Do you
than you can
know this
afford.
man sitting next to me?
We don't give a good goddamn. We can make this easy if you want. Quick and clean. No need
I'm
for
gonna
muss
start
or
smashing
fuss.
tables and stuff.
You just bring your mace down on a table and it shatters. Everyone's up, crossbows, bows pointed at you guys. It's gonna be real painful. There's 25 of them right now.
I'm gonna start shoving splinters into my refuse rifle.
Okay, so you're like loading up. No one knows what the rifle is, so they're just like looking at you like you're a madman. Ableton looks at you though and like nods at you, and he puts his hand on his sword. My friends and compatriots, how dare you accost a man of my stature while I am here, sitting peacefully at an inn? You know not what you meddle in. And he looks at like Nimue meaningfully, as in like do something, like show of force.
I call to the ring. That's the most show of force thing I can do.
He looks at her and she just passes out.
Yeah, exactly. He looks at Nimue. Nimue just collapses onto the ground and stands right back up. You hear a little
How's
voice
that
in your
for force?
you hear a little voice in your head. I'll help you out a little bit. Dancing like along your fingers are like blue flame on both hands. Just kind of along the backs of your hands. For you, it feels kind of cool, as in like kind of slightly cold. But as everyone's
Feels
looking,
awesome.
some of the color drains out of their face. Ableton nods at you, Mankar, to keep going. Peter's like quivering as he pulls like the knife out of its sheath.
I don't know how much
Stand
that
back,
bounty
all
is
of you ruffians! I'm a priest. I'm sacrosanct.
I throw a chair at the nearest one.
Wait. Before we start anything, I just kind of like pick up my. I don't know how much this price is on my head, but there's a reason. None of you will survive if you try to.
Yeah, mate. I don't know much about this religion, but I know sacrosanct means you can't kill us, but we can kill you.
Actually, it does just
that what
apply
that
to priests. They can't kill priests.
Well, I got some learning to do then, huh?
Yeah, I actually can't kill them, so.
Peter,
know.
we weren't
don't know
expecting
why
you
I'm.
to
As
kill
he's
anybody.
cut off Actually, no, sorry, never mind. The one of them raises a crossbow and like takes an aim at Peter and just fires. Peter's
Okay.
not
Can I
even
throw
looking, and the
a-
bullet just goes right into the back of his chest, and Peter just.
No.
I fire a fireball at that guy who shot him.
You have no idea how to do that. You hold up your hand and
Oh.
look forcefully at him, but nothing happens.
And then I'm gonna shoot the rifle at him.
You only handle it forcefully. The guy flinches, and then there's a crack as a splinter goes through his chest. Someone keep track. 24. Peter
I
collapsed to
nailed
the
it.
ground, blood spurting from his wound, like covering the whole area in blood. Appleton
still alive?
draws his blade and just implants it in the nearest bandit. I'm pulling it out again, blood spraying everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in combat. We're gonna go down the line as you have the.
Wait, Addleton killed one too?
Yes, Ashton, you're first.
I'm gonna take a and chuck it at the nearest bunch of people.
Okay, give me a roll. Strength
Maybe
check.
2. That's a 15.
Okay, you throw a chair. One of them just move. They just move out of the way. Nimue.
Is Peter still?
He is like bleeding out on the floor.
He grabbed the cloth as the artifact,
Mhm.
right? Can I just put that over his wound?
Yeah. It starts to
Okay.
soak up. I'll be fine. Just get to him. Just keep going. I can bandage the wound. He's like trying to tie the cloth that he picked up from his artifact around his wound. Go! Don't
Can I
run on me.
use the flame in my hand and try to create like flashbang?
Nothing happens.
Hmm.
You get the sense of someone rolling their eyes.
Okay. I dive behind cover.
Bam. You're behind cover. So you guys are you kind of making a table fort in the center of the room?
Didn't Ashton flip a table? Or did he just shatter it?
He destroyed a table.
Yeah, he smashed a table. He destroyed our only cover. Intentionally.
Bam, as an intimidation tactic. So you dive behind
Yeah.
it.
We don't need cover, mate.
Nimue tips over a table and hides behind it with Peter. Mankar.
Alright, well, first I'm going to toss my electric rod to Nimue and say, right, mate, you know how to use this, right?
Sure, and I try to crank it up like man.
As you stand there, Mankar, Ableton stands next to you and pulls out his sword, dripping with blood. He's in a fencer's posture. Well, Mankar, it's you and me.
Crikey,
Oh.
mate.
I'll follow your lead.
Right. You stab anyone who gets close to me until they're all close, and then I'll whip out the halberd.
So, you're in a bar. Everyone's pretty close. Just so you know. You got off the
But,
shot with the
close.
rifle. But I
So
mean,
that's pretty much the only shot I'm going to get
I
realistically.
mean, unless you can reload the rifle right now, and I mean, people are moving and people have crossbows. The only reason you guys even have a turn right now is because there's this flat. I'm guessing as soon as Peter gets shot, basically, and everyone just reacts. Your whole team just lashes out, and as soon as you're done, they're gonna hit back, and none
right.
of you are farther than 10 feet.
How many guys with crossbows are there?
A couple. Then there's a couple short bows too.
Okay. I'm more worried about the short bows then. So, out of the 23 remaining, you mean a couple, so there's 6 people total with ranged weapons?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Couple
well,
with
I'm going to
crossbows,
take...
couple with and 4 with short bows.
Alright, well, I'm going to take... Yeah, my halberd.
You need to make
and
faster
just-
decisions.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to get a feel for the situation.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
I'm going to take my halberd and swing it at one of the guys with a crossbow.
Okay, so you just put the rifle aside and just bam, go for one of the crossbow guys. Give me a roll. Dex check, I'm assuming.
Okay. 4.
You swing at him, he just levels the crossbow at you, you move towards him and just fires at you. It's not a full-on hit, and you have armor, but it's still basically just goes clean through on your side.
Okay.
Right in where the stomach is. So you take 2 tokens.
Alright.
And you're bleeding.
Yeah, so just For
As the-
reference, I
yeah.
know a 6 isn't going to change anything, but this is the master halberd, so it has +2. I don't know what that does.
Oh,
If
yeah.
that's to rolling or whatever.
Oh, definitely just add that to any roll you make with a halberd automatically. Literally anything you do
Okay.
with a halberd, within reason. As
Excellent.
the bolt flies out, though, Ableton like moves you to the side basically, and as the guy's like going down to reload or to grab a knife, Ableton just implants the sword in his chest and draws it out. That's the one crossbow down. It is now my turn. Let's begin. The other crossbow guy moves over at the one of you in plate armor, namely Ashton, and takes a shot. Ashton, give me a dex check, and we're doing a
You have an
competition
advantage
roll.
though, because you have the bit.
I get a +3 on this roll. 12.
That's a 20.
Okay, yeah, you just dodge out of the way of the crossbow. But gosh, you're gonna be
Can it hit somebody that's like in front of me or something?
Okay, if this is above 15, it does that. Nope. Yeah, it just implants itself in the wall.
Darn.
So the rest of you are just getting swamped by people. None of these are like crazy master assassins. These are a bunch of mercenaries who saw the price and like, let's take advantage of this. But they're reasonably well trained, but no master combat people here. One of them with a knife like rushes at you, Nimue, and as you put your
I
hand,
am behind the cover. Does that give me like an advantage?
I mean, he's just. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he rushes over the cover. And I'll give you a +2 to your roll.
As he comes
Competition
over,
check.
can I lightning stick and press the red button that's not a red button?
Yeah. Perfect. You can do that.
The red button labeled red button.
You have a
that
+2 on your dex check. I have a +3.
Okay,
That's a 10.
because that is going to be a 9.
Yeah. So as he knocks the rod out of your hand and swipes you with a knife, you get out of the way, but the rods, you do not have the rod anymore.
Oh, can I like, can I then use my
Your
flame
hands
hand
are
to
still
just go
on
to his-
fire, just so you know.
One of my hands is
All
on.
of them. Both of them.
I don't have 2 hands.
That's right.
Rip the dream. Yeah, your hand is on fire.
Can I like just grab my fist, not my fist, just make a palm and just cover his face with the.
As the flame touches him, it just eats through his flesh, and he just screams out in this horrifying scream. As he just like your hand just basically just like melts through his face. Yeah. Thanks, Cameron. Bam. There we go. Yeah, he just collapses to the ground. Unfortunately, he is followed by another guy who just gets in a good slash. React to this with a disadvantage. I got a 6.
I got a. Is that to dex?
Dex,
Because it's
yeah.
an 8. If it's.
Alright. So as you melt through another guy's face, so you melted through the guy's face. Another man with a short sword slashes at you. You move out of the way. Another man grabs you by the wrist and just like goes for the ring with just like a hatchet.
I
Give
just
me
like
a
flick my
strength.
wrist at his. Can I just flick my wrist at his hand then? I mean my hand down
Just
at my
like
wrist.
slide your hand down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nimue, you should be going around pimp slapping people right now.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
on fire.
You grab it, you just slide your hand down and hold hands real tight, and you just melt through his hand. He's screaming, holding up like his stump.
That just uppercuts my.
Bam! Yeah, you just go right through his head. He collapses, a smoking skull on the ground. The 2 archers just pivot at you, draw bows, and fire. Dex check, disadvantage on both.
Does my cloak help me out in any way?
It'll remove the disadvantage. But I'm gonna get an advantage just because you're just sitting there. Not an advantage.
Okay, the first one was a 7, and the other one 23.
Okay, so I've got a 25 and a 24, so it doesn't matter. So you're like melting through people. All of these
Does
like
that
bandits
cause any
move.
intimidation?
What?
Does that cause any intimidation?
Yeah, that's why you're not being swamped. Like people are like
Okay.
move back away from you, and the two archers just draw and just loose two arrows into you. Blood everywhere. You take a bar and two tokens.
Yikes.
Two
Can I,
arrows. You just boom. You're down on the ground with Peter. The archers like knock two more arrows and like kind of are looking around. So as you fall, and you've fallen behind cover. This is a pretty like gruesome scene, but they're getting closer. Two of you have been downed. Next, the so did the other crossbow guy already shoot at Ashton?
So, yeah, one of them shot at Ashton, one of them shot at me,
Okay, that's
and
out
then
of
there was two
crossbows.
short bows that shot.
Short bows won't do anything against plate mail, unfortunately. Yeah, so you're a problem, Ashton. You're a big boy problem. Okay. Two of them have like ropes, and they're gonna try to like tie you up with the ropes. Give me a strength check. Oh jeez, I forgot how strong you are.
That is a bad decision on
You
their
should have
part.
done like a rap battle. That would have been better.
That's a 19.
19.
I would have lost the rap.
We challenge you
Yeah.
to a dance-off.
Yeah. No, but her
won.
dex is really good. So as like, what do you want to do to these two idiots who move towards you with a rope?
I want to pull on the rope so that they both like smash into each other and then like swing them around.
Okay, you have a human flail. Go at it. Are you just like swinging with these human beings?
Ashton might as well be the mountain.
Dude, Ashton's impossible to kill with the belt and the plate mail. It's ridiculous. What have I created? So just using these two people as wrecking balls. I mean, you just bash these two people in and a third with them. They remove 3 from the playing field.
Sick.
Mankar, you and Ableton, I'm assuming, are kind of like are Ableton's like kind of covering for you. He's dueling with someone. I'm gonna roll. Oh, I hate rolling in the chat. It's really obnoxious. Okay. Left is Ableton, right is. Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Okay.
Well,
So a guy
Ableton's
like
actually a god.
yeah, a guy like charges towards Ableton with a hatchet, and Ableton with like a pretty slick fencing maneuver just like disarms him and just stabs him through the ribs. Heart shot. Guy is spurting blood from his mouth as he stumbles down to the ground, like grabbing the
Manga.
chair as he falls.
Does he roll
I
for
was always a good
critical hit?
fencer.
I see that, my lord.
I want to do an intimidation check with Ableton, so this is his intimidation check here. It's pretty good. He does like the blood flicking. He flicks the blood off his sword and sprays it at the enemy. Is that the best you have? How many archers do we have left?
5. But 2 of them are crossbows that are out, and
So we have
then
one
2 of
archer
them
left.
already went. Yeah.
Okay. This is against Ableton. That's a 13 against Ableton, who get a 17.
Who is still a god.
He draws the bow and fires, and Ableton like ducks out of the way. Mankar, if you could do anything against that archer, I'd appreciate it.
Of course, my lord.
We've got a few more people to go for though. As another man rushes Ableton. Let's see how his fencing is doing. Ableton +4, him +3. It's actually a bit of a duel. This time, as this guy actually has a bit of fencing to him, but Ableton like smashes a wine bottle like over his head and then just guts him. Breathing heavily but excited after all the sword work. Ableton's pretty good with a blade. Mankar, while he's being distracted, 2 guys with hatchets rush at you. I hope you're keeping track, Mankar. Cameron. Nice.
Of
15.
people alive?
Yeah. 2 guys rush you with hatchets.
Okay.
You're going to be fighting them both at the same time, so that is a -3 on everything you're doing. Actually, just
Okay.
disadvantage rolls because you're fighting both. Okay. So, they're both attacking you. They're doing like dex attacks.
All right. Let's see. I gave my lightning rod to Nimue, so I am going to try to. They both have hatchets. Are
Yeah.
they doing like overhand swings or what?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to parry them with my halberd. So raise it up above my head and catch their axe blades, and then once I do that, if that's successful, I want to swing the head of my halberd across approximately both their necks, I guess.
Okay. These are their rolls. They get +3 for their dex. Christ.
I
That's
do
a
not
5.
care.
We're going to roll for the other dude. Okay, that's a 5 and a 4. Remember, you get disadvantages. You have to roll for each.
So that's a 11.
Okay, that's a dex check. Is your dex 0?
No, my dex is 2.
So that's a 13, right?
No, it's
Oh yeah, because of
9.
halberd.
Yeah,
yeah.
don't forget your halberd. I mean, the guy just comes at you, and you just raise the halberd up at the last second. He just runs himself through. You let the halberd down. Roll for the other guy who rolled the 1.
Okay.
Yeah, just another 2 rolls for the disadvantage. Bam.
16.
Yeah, as he comes up, you just like with the butt of the halberd stamp on his foot. You hear a crunch as something breaks, and as he falls forward, you just lower the spear so he falls on top of the spear and just let his body fall to the floor. You guys have done some pretty good work here considering the numbers. I mean, they basically after you guys. So again, each turn takes about 6 seconds is how it works. So I'm imagining what happened is in the moment
we killed
of
12 people.
in the moment
did.
of Peter being shot, like you guys lashed out and they all converged on you. And in this heroic fight of throwing people around and slashing at people and shooting people, like they've basically been repelled. So leaving behind like piles of corpses, they have like all moved back. And are like you see other people like looking in from outside ready to join the fight, but these guys are in it right now.
All right. Well, is it Ashton's turn then?
We're about to get to Ashton's turn, but you hear from the innkeeper who like stands above. Sorry, not from the innkeeper, I forgot, sorry. You hear from someone who seems to be in charge. He's holding something in his left hand that you can't quite see. He's clutching it really close to himself. Look, you've proven to be good fighters. I've got a deal. Just give us the girl with the ring, and we'll let the rest of you go.
Not an option, mate. What's in your hand?
Catch. A bottle flies through the air at Ashton.
No.
Can
Ashton,
Why
I,
would he
intercept
say,
it
why would
with
he
throwing
say a
Ashton?
generic thing like that?
Dex check.
But you have an advantage.
That's true.
If it is, wait, don't roll yet. This has to be over 15.
The highest one is
What is it?
17.
17.
Ooh.
You catch the vial of liquid.
Oh my!
Sorry, no, it's an Araxium, I forgot. You
my
catch
God, I
the
have one of those.
Araxium in midair, holding it in like your plate armor. Does everyone
I grab
remember what
that?
Araxium is?
No.
Yes.
Araxium
Ignites.
is a mineral that explodes when in contact with air.
Ooh.
And it is surrounded by a glass orb that shatters on impact. So you basically just threw a au natural grenade at you, and you caught it.
Well,
I'll
chuck
throw
it
it back.
back.
Ashton, it's your turn.
I'll throw it back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're just gonna play hot potato with
Maybe I'll throw
Araxium.
it. Oh, can I throw it outside the window where all the other people?
Oh my God.
Hey, innocent bystanders.
I mean, you said they were waiting to like come and
Yeah,
get us.
they look like other mercenaries. Yeah. I mean, that's not even a difficult thing. Give me a dex check just to make sure you don't roll a 1. But besides that,
Well, you have an advantage.
yeah, you're fine.
The
Yeah,
12.
you just throw the
No.
Araxium out the window. As it crashes out the window, it hits like one of the guys in the face, and there's the crack of a high explosive as that entire wall of the inn is taken out. I mean, the like 7 people who are standing outside are just nothing, just bits of bodies and flesh. And you can now, the sound of like the storm outside has like been brought inside now, so you can hear the lightning and the thunder and the car-sized boulders of hail crashing against the ground. And this mingled with the wind now coming through the hole in the walls, like put out all the torches too. So you're standing there lit by flashes of lightning in this gore-filled, like, inn, basically, where there's piles of corpses and the smell of burning flesh all around you. It's time to go. Nimue, what are you doing?
So it's like pitch black right now, right?
There's so much lightning, you get like flashes of light every second or so. You're in like a strobe light effect.
There's like, since Ashton shattered the table, there's like shrapnel around me, like wooden shrapnel.
Yes.
If I touch it with the fire, does it light on fire?
No, it's not. It's not lighting on fire. You hear a whisper in your head.
Also,
Considering this entire building is made of wood, that would be short-sighted of me.
Fair enough. In that case, I just grab a throwing knife, and I'm gonna try to do it in between strobes, so the archer doesn't get like a counter shot back at me, and go for an archer.
Damn, that's good. Okay, yeah, give me a roll. Give me a dex
Is
check.
That's a 14.
Okay. Yeah, the dagger flies through the air. As you do it in between one of the flashes of lightning. As the flash of lightning illuminates again, you see the dagger with blue flame dancing along its edge slam into the chest of the archer. And the blue flame like spreads across his chest, consuming him as he just falls to the ground dead.
That's handy to know.
There is another flash of lightning, and you feel like a crunch as one. Now remember, this inn is like suspended along the side of this hollowed out mountain above like a pretty big pit, and you hear like one of the supports like crunch go out. The whole inn slopes downwards a bit as like two of your assailants like fall off of the edge. This whole inn is now sloped downwards at like I don't know how much. Imagine like a wheelchair ramp level of slant. It's not that bad, but everything like tables and bodies and weapons are kind of falling off. Peter is sliding away and like grabs onto one of the tables. People are starting to slide off into the abyss. It is your turn, Mankar.
All right, I'm gonna say, "Crikey, mate," and then I'm gonna grab my rifle before that slides away,
Good job. Very good job.
and then I'm gonna go, "Ori, ori, ori!" Right,
Then-
mates. I think we should get out of here.
I think I got your back on this one, Pard. Riding a slightly a grumpy Odegra is Old Bistro. He is there with like a big old crossbow. He pulls the trigger and like behind Mankar, you see in the and as you turn around, a flash of lightning illuminates the attacker behind you, just like with a bolt through his chest, as Old Bistro's just shot him through. Come on, Pard, get on your strider.
Crikey,
Yep.
Bistro. Thanks for your help, mate.
No problem, Pard. Come on. I think this whole place is falling down.
Ashton, can you grab
Everybody
Peter?
on?
Yeah, I'll just pick up whoever's not moving fast enough. And we'll
You
go.
grab Peter. Ableton like runs over. The remnants, the guys realize they're not going to escape, and the crossbowman doesn't have time to reload. But there are still 3 archers, I believe.
Are they like grouped together?
Yep, but they're gonna take shots at you as you guys are all
Can
running.
I throw
away.
my? Because I received the Araxinum from what was it? From the house.
Oh yeah. You have
So can I
Braxton.
throw that at the people?
Jeez, give me a dex check.
Can I have the blue flame slowly eat through the last 2?
I mean,
So
it doesn't.
mean. Oh, okay.
You could. I mean, the glass is pretty fragile. Anyways, give me a dex check.
That's gonna be a 14 again.
Damn. 14. Yeah, it flies through the air, and it just crashes against the chest of one of the archers, and there's this, again, sharp crack and flash of light as the mineral's exposed to oxygen, and the mangled remains of their corpses slide past you down into the ravine below.
How many got killed by that?
3.
The 3 archers.
The rest of them are like scrabbling for handholds, and this battle's over. One of them like throws something at Nimue to try to get at her, but you see the crossbow guy is like got a pretty good hold and is climbing up the wall, and he looks back at all of you. You might be able to get away from one of us, but the whole black market has a price in your head. You'll be hunted wherever you go. You may have won this, but you're not getting out of the expanse alive.
Whatever, mate. I'm gonna shove some splinters in the rifle and shoot it.
The rifle whirs up, and then there's again a sharp crack and a flash of light as the rifle propels a splinter through his head, and he tumbles into the ravine below. You are all piled on top of Odegra, as old Bistro puts another quarrel on his gigantic crossbows, like covering you as you guys go. I mean, covering, quote unquote. He's shooting men as they're trying to escape the wreckage.
Sorry, mate. I know that was supposed to be foreboding. I just didn't want to hear him talk.
No, I agree. I think you did the right decision.
One less black marketeer, right?
Exactly, Pard. I think we think quite alike. I'm sorry. They killed O'Reilly. As soon as I saw my friend was dead, I knew they were just trying to murder you.
Right, mate. Who's O'Reilly and who killed him?
The inn. He's the owner of the inn.
Who was that man on the banister?
The man who threw the Araxium at you?
Yeah.
Just the leader of this group of miscreants. I think they're members of the Swoop Gang, if I remember correctly. Hey, yeah, I recognize that guy. Yeah. Oh, I remember those guys. Yeah, they were the new guys. You sent them out in the shit jobs. Yeah, I remember those guys.
Yeah, we're all dead now. Pretty shitty job, if you ask me.
Hey, that's why they're the new guys, hey.
Hey. Were you a new guy? Is that why you got locked in a chest for
I'm an old guy.
ages?
That's why I lost all my eyes. All 3 of them.
Right.
Misplaced.
Wait, hold on. What?
Misplaced them. I could never find them, eh? Look, I'd love to run away with you all into the sunset, but
Elope with us.
someone's gotta keep this way station running. Otherwise, people who try to get here are gonna die.
Right, old Bistro.
You owe
Your
me
services are... Oh, absolutely we do. Remember, members of the Under Easters take care of each other.
one. I don't know if that's gonna catch on, but you're strangely charismatic. Look, you all take care. I heard about the price on your head. I've got 300,000 kolos.
Oh! Do you know who put it there?
I just turned myself in. Dang.
I'm gonna turn to Ashton and say, is that a lot?
Well, I don't know, but if I see you around, I'll do what I can. Take care.
Right, mate. Thanks. And I'm gonna give him another 20 kolos.
Thanks.
What I assume to be 20 kolos.
It's like 2. You really got the numbers wrong. You guys are standing there, basically just like underneath. Odegra's just standing, as you're in what remains of the way station, as most of it's fallen into the ravine with the corpses of the assassins.
I have a great time.
The hail and thunder and lightning echoes around you in the expanse as you wonder how many more assassins and bandits and mercenaries will you have to go through before you get to tell us. And you don't know, but you'll find out in the next episode. That is the end of this one. That was a great episode. Wow.
That was fun.
I think so.
Was that our best so far?
It was definitely the most eventful.
It's
Yeah, a lot
pretty-
happened.
It started out. Gosh, I don't know how you get into your situations like this. Well, let's go down and do phrase of the session, just like a one word or a few words that describe off the top of your head what you felt. Annalisa.
Smash heads and get coins.
I think that's Ashton's entire character motto. Brink.
Action.
Cameron.
Civilized carnage.
Fantastic. I would say new friends.
That's very true too.
Yeah, it felt like I really like Ableton. Peter is obnoxious, but in a good way. Old Bistro just doing his thing, named after a sandwich, as all best characters are. And yeah, I love this little ragtag group that you guys have collected. And that was a great action scene at the end. I'm glad you guys weren't idiots and figured out what was going on. Let's do favorite moments or any concept that you enjoyed or that was spookums or exciting or just funny or anything that stood out to you. Annalisa, you're numero uno.
I really liked the eyeball on the wall. I'm not gonna lie. I wish we could have gone back and poked it. Just to see what happened. It sounds like a robot. I kind of also wanted to ask it to divide by 0,
Oh yeah.
just
Oh,
to see.
Gone through the wall.
It just opens. It's like, fuck this.
That I'm really glad that the Doomsday Door is a fun little thing. I think you'll see that again. Master Brink.
It follows us.
I really like the ending fight scene. I actually have a couple ideas with the blue flame now.
Oh whoa! Did I just open this cash register?
Did you finally do it?
I can't do it. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, dude, the end of this fighting scene was so good. You guys did great. Ashton is unbelievable in combat.
Why, thank you.
Dude.
Yeah.
Nobody can kill him. Nobody can get past the plate mail and the bit, which is the new. You always.
What if I
He's
say?
he's just like, you're dead.
It just means I have to be more
Three
creative
people
with
just
my.
died accidentally.
It just means I need to be more creative with my villains. I always underestimate how you guys do in combat. Okay, well, you do great. Ableton is like pretty good. He knows what he's doing. He's a good fencer. I'll add that aspect. Peter is just garbage, but useful in his own way. Useful in his own way.
But he's nice garbage.
He is very pretty garbage. Cameron, what's your event? Your moment.
Dude, I am tripped out about what the hell is gonna happen with this puppet dude.
Oh, that was
Like,
was
how the
goofy.
fuck did he get in the city? Why the fuck is he following us? I don't understand. But he's spooky, and he eats people naked.
Would you eat people with clothes
It's the
on?
only way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it.
I know for reasons. Dude, I'm glad you like it. This season's really great. I'm super enjoying it. Like, episodes are fun and interesting, but also scary and action packed, and they're funny and interesting. It's like, my DM style is honing in. Well, thank you guys so much. This is a total blast. We've all got to go various places, but have a good night, and we'll see you all next week. I'll upload this as soon as possible, and yeah, take care.